have moved and all that. So been really looking forward to this game. Hopefully you guys have too. And from what I understand, the party that's getting together is all deciding that they wish to head on the caravan to Baldur's Gate. Now, for this, one of you, that would be Adler, Windstar, is already there. He's been with the caravan for a bit. Two of you, that would be Tobias' character and Shuttle's character, are joining the caravan. Originally, both being from the Guild of Archaeology. You are both you're sort of travelers, but I think for this experience, you decided that since you don't exactly have the money to, be protected, to be part of the traveling group, like, the rates that keep going up recently on the caravan transport sections, that both of you have the skills to join in the guards, where you actually get paid to join the caravan instead of, paying to just sit idly by. Now, what about the rest of you? There's at least two others of you.
I might be going just to go to Baldur's Gate and taste some of the amazing drinks they have there, because I'm a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
And maybe buy some supplies as well, because I do like making my own as well.
And you're joining as a guard because you don't have as much funds as you would otherwise. Is that the case?
I mean, I'm going there anyway. Might as well get paid to get there.
Makes sense. And then we go with John Sprinklebottom.
I was a part of the arc.
Okay, so
enjoy them.
Oh, so you are part. That's right. You are part of the archaeology group. Sorry, there's three of you in the archaeology group. So that means you really. Sorry, you, Tobias, and Cindy James and Kate's character would know each other then.
I think John Sprinklebottom joined in the last session we played.
I think so as well.
I think so too.
Okay. Okay. So you guys just met, and you're now basically dragging him off to being sent down south towards Baldur's Gate on orders of the Archaeology Guild. Now, this might mean that you might end up stopping along the way. Go elsewhere. Let me reacquaint myself with what day of the week it is. So it is currently the 16th of Flame Roll, and you guys were gathering supplies, correct? Guys?
I wasn't.
You were you wish to gather supplies for your journey?
I mean, I have everything I need, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I assume they would provide food, but I'm not sure if they do.
All right. So basically, when Adler already knows this because he's actually been part of the company for a while. He's been traveling the routes for a bit, back and forth, at least the last couple months. Which means he would actually know the roads, unlike the rest of you. When the rest of you come to sign up, which would be the three, not the two, but the three from the Archaeology Guild and the drunken monk, William, you guys learn the following information: that food is going to be part of, you'll basically be getting basic trail rations if you can't find anything, or you'll be able to hunt for your own food. If you're actually stopped at a town for the night, you'll be able to purchase your own food if you want better quality. Basically, you're told that the current pay rate is 4 gold per day, with an additional 20 gold per attack. Like if you're guarding a section, like a section of the caravan, because the caravan is grouped into different sections. That way, that not every guard will be coming to run to aid if there's an attack, just in case, because it's not like it's all grouped together in one. It's spread out. like, over distance. So it's like you'll be able to see, like, the next caravan section in front of you, the distance just going over the ridge, that sort of stuff. But your duties include protecting your assigned section, rotating hunting, rotating cooking nights, like, if you're either assigned to, like, hunting, cooking, or you're assigned to latrine duties. Now, the only other way of getting out of any of these is that if you're on the night watch. And the night watch is all grouped together. It's not like you're in the same section for the cooking, latrine, or night watch. That's at that point the caravan's all grouped together. Basically, whatever caravan's in front, section of the caravan's in front, determines when they stop. Everybody else has to catch up and basically puts into a circle, kind of like circling wagons. How they would do it, like the old West caravans. People that, at least in this country, we had those big lessons on how that happened. But basically, that's what you've been told. So it's actually not a bad pay rate at the moment. You're also told that if the caravan happens to be attacked by a giant, that you will actually get a lot more gold for that, because that's considered hazard pay. Are you with me so far?
No, it seems sort of familiar.
I might want to prepare by going and see if there's an insurance company I could contact and put a good life insurance on me.
That's a good question. Roll a 1d100.
Hey.
You do find somebody down in the docks ward that is willing to sell you life insurance at a rate of 100 gold per month. They do look rather shady, though.
All right. No. Is it Heinz? Is it Heinz just trying to fool my character?
No, but it looks like somebody that Heinz might have known at one point. It's like, it's hard to tell if it's a gnome, a halfling, or a very ugly dwarf. It's like, a kind of a smallish guy with, snaggled teeth, missing an eye, like, not really a beard, but,
yeah.
They're kind of scraggly chin anyway. It's like really difficult to tell species at this point.
Like you're standing there for a while and you go, "What are you?"
Like a small dwarf, a large gnome, or a very, very ugly halfling.
All right, no, I'll just walk away.
So, at this point, I would like to advance everybody 2 days' time for the leaving of the caravan, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
All right, so we've now arrived at the 18th of Flame Rule. The new guards, along with you, are all gathered up. In addition to yourselves, you see a high elf, very haughty looking. Adler, that's you.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking for my book. Nothing.
That's okay. You see a few humans, some dwarves, all in armor, some, kind of slightly built elves with bows and arrows on their back. You see several lizard folk, all with deep purple scales, gathered together into one side. You see a lone Goliath, arms folded, kind of like watching over everybody with, like, a really big maul-type weapon at its side. And you do see, like, two bugbears, kind of like just hanging around on the outskirts, kind of like looking over at everybody with, like, their heads kind of shaking. Usually you don't see bugbears around here. Of course, those of you in the Guild of Archaeology are familiar with Islay at this point. But for the most part, bugbears are extremely rare inside cities. Oh, and there's also a couple of kobolds, but they seem to be part of one of the specific caravan sections.
I just noticed something very weird. There's not intimidation on our sheet.
Yes.
It is. It's
Like intimidation,
yeah,
investigation.
yeah. You have 3 eyes underneath each other.
Yeah, that's missing from my sheet.
What?
What? All right.
Like for real.
Ah,
It goes history, insight, investigation, medicine.
It's not anywhere else.
probably not. I mean, would your character try to intimidate anyone?
Oh, never. No,
Ah.
so it's fitting, but I just noticed that because I'm transcribing the roll 20 to a physical sheet. I'm like, where the shit is that?
Oh, that's brilliant.
I'll add it
Right.
manually. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Oh wait, what happened? What happened to my health?
Alright. Does any of you wish to strike up a conversation or anything before the guy in charge speaks up?
No, but I guess I would like to be in the middle caravan, seeing that way I might be able to reach other caravans if they really needed help.
Yeah, that's what the guy in charge is going to cover in a minute. All right. So, as you guys, anyone else? No. Okay. So a human paladin, kind of like looks like the typical haughty human paladin type. You know, square jaw, dark hair, that sort of stuff. Light skin. Kind of like stands at what appears to be a podium, calling everybody to order. Everybody roll a perception check.
Why the fucking type? I really need to, why I don't know why I'm not proficient in perception. It's a very weird choice.
Yeah, Rhiannon, out of the corner of your eye, you do spot that one of the 3 lizard folk that were chatting in one corner leaves, looking rather upset about something, as it makes its way out, back out of the area.
So they seem to be reacting directly to the paladin coming up to the podium.
Well, the other 2 are now the other 2 lizard folk are now standing at attention, but the third one is apparently leaving.
Okay, are there what are they wearing? Is there any discernible like
One of them is kind of like dressed, more like a fighter type garb. The other one looks like they might be a spellcaster of some kind, wearing kind of like looser robes. They do look a lot alike. They have very deep purple skin with greenish head cells, and the one that just left looks about the same.
So they're lizard folk?
Lizard folk, yes.
Okay. They're leaving out a door to the right, you said?
No, basically you guys are all you're all outside. You're gathered basically in a large paddock area. To one side behind the podium, there is the various caravans loading up with goods. You guys are all clustered together as a guard. It's basically you're being assigned guards duties. There is a walkway to the back. That's where the other one is now leaving. Basically going back into the city at this point.
Okay. I'm still going to stay in the area where we're all getting assigned our duties, but can I just casually just walk over to, I guess, the back right and see if I can overhear anything that's being said as he exits?
All right. Okay. So, yeah, you specifically don't hear anything going on except for what's being said at the podium, which is the guy kind of nods to everybody and says, "I am Smithers," the paladin decrees, "and I will be in charge of everybody here who is going to guard this caravan." Kind of tilts his head back. "You've all been given your pay scale. Everybody will be paid per day at the end of each day, as long as you are there for evening roll call. We do have some people who occasionally leave in the middle of the day, and he doesn't add anything else, but you guys all get this suspicion that this also includes Dai. And we do not want to pay you for a job not done. This journey should take anywhere between 20 and 25 days. We will be moving at a brisk but not completely fast pace. Each of you will be given a daily duty of a different caravan section. And you'll be working with different people. He kind of like gives everybody a look. Am I clear? When you're assigned a section, stay there if you wish to get paid.
Sandy looks up from his notes to go, like he's just realizing someone is talking.
If you do not perform your duties, you will not get paid. He kind of like reminds everybody. And you will not be allowed to board any of the caravan vehicles. After all, you need to pay them for transport. Here, you were getting paid to guard them. It seems like he's speaking from experience. Like, people have tried to sneak onto the caravan after deciding they want to be on guard duty. Now, do I have any questions before we set off towards Baldur's Gate? Anyone have trouble walking? He reiterates. Good. He goes throughout the group and starts like handing out which caravans you will all be at. For today, it seems like Adler over there has been assigned with the rest of you, basically making you guys a full party. That way, it'll keep things simple. Now that only 3 of you actually know each other. Although William, I think you may have met John and been at the guild. So yes, but none of you have met Adler. However, he does look let's see. Yeah, none of William or John actually met any of the other Windstars, so that's not relevant. But Adler, as far as the rest of you are concerned, Adler, you're a completely new person. So you guys should get to know each other at this point, as the rest of the caravans finish loading up and the guards are getting ready to march. Treat it like it's the beginning of a new adventure instead of just another episode of On the Road.
Oh, hello. He just walks right up to Adler.
Describe your character for the group.
You see a halfling. It's about, I think, 4 feet tall.
That's a very tall halfling.
I have it somewhere written down. It's been a while since I've used this.
Or maybe I'm thinking of hobbits, because hobbits are huge at 3 foot something. If you read tokens, so
3'4". That's what it was. 3'4".
I was about to say 4 feet tall halfling. That's a huge halfling.
Yeah, he's 3'4". I reversed the numbers in my head. He looks excitable. Has a few books with him, and is wearing what looks to be like apprentice robes. He looks like he has no reason to be on the road. If you were a betting man, you'd guess he'd probably die within the first day.
Hey, Elfman. I'm William. You see a shaggy-looking man with like rather long, unkept hair and like a stubble beard that hasn't been shaven in, I don't know, a few days. His clothes are very nice, but they're so dirty that you wouldn't really see them as nice. You would assume that if he kept everything in order, he might seem like some kind of businessman, but he doesn't. He seems more like a slouch kind of person who just hangs in a bar all day, drinking away his misery.
All right, shuttle.
So if you could imagine a human, 5'8" tall human female trying to hide behind a small halfling, that's probably what's happening right now. She's got red hair, green eyes, very, very thick bottle cap, like glasses, very much clutching on to a very large leather tome. Very, very timid, quill in the hand. Also does not look like she would be a fighter of any means whatsoever. A complete and utter bookworm. Very, very shy. Just slowly scooting up and just kind of like looking from side to side.
Okay, I think that she and John are going to get along famously here.
I'm feeling very sorry for Adler. He has a drunkard and two bookworms to guard the fucking caravan.
Adler, speaking of which.
Greetings. The name's Adler. You see a blonde-haired high elf with blue eyes and decked out in complete chain mail, a shield with. I don't have the god that but a shield of some religion that has a holy symbol of some religion, and you can clearly see a signet ring on his finger.
I would probably walk up and reach out a hand. I'm Sundi James, archaeologist, somewhat of an adventurer, and you would see him wear, well, that armor on the picture a little bit exaggerated. He's wearing armor under clothes and probably have another set of clothes under that armor that is more comfortable. Basically a little bit over-prepared for this journey, and he has notes sticking out of every pocket. He has blue eyes, a kind of tanned, whitish skin, and brown hair. A little bit of a scruff on his chin.
Adler would return the handshake.
Well, looks like we'll all be guarding the same thing. Right, sirs and madams?
So, Adler, what guard will we be guarding? Like, where?
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
All right, Adler. At this point, you have a piece of paper in your hand that was just given to you since you're a veteran of this by the paladin. It says that today's assignment you will be guarding the long carriage, which is the nickname for this monstrosity of a carriage that anybody outside of this game, like you guys in real life, would recognize what it looks like immediately. The people in the game, the characters in the game, would have no frame of reference as to what it is. But so I'm just gonna find it easier to describe it to you out of character to let you know what it is. It basically looks like a train section that's been put up on wheels and is being tugged around by two enormous rhinos. But as far as your characters are concerned, there's this metal monstrosity with lots of windows, with rhinos pulling it instead of horses.
Is there people inside?
Yep. You see two gnomish heads poking their heads out of the main door, kind of grinning at you guys, saying, you're the guards, huh?" They look completely tiny inside this monster of a carriage.
Yeah. What are you guys doing in there? What is this?
Oh, well, this is our prototype for a transportation vehicle that will one day revolutionize travel throughout the Sword Coast. We came up here from Baldur's Gate to pitch it to the lords and ladies here. We think we might be able to raise some money. They kind of like look at each other and nod. As you look past them, you notice there are a variety of kind of stunned-looking passengers inside. They're all like looking around, like going, like whispering to each other. It's like, it's unclear whether they volunteered to come in here, paid their way, or if they've been kidnapped and convinced to stay put.
As soon as they mention prototype, Rhiannon automatically flips open her book, pulls out her quill, and just starts sketching the entire apparatus, and mindfully just trying to get as close as possible and trying to write down any details, and probably mishappily steps in a pile of rhino shit.
Roll me a perception check to see if you actually
Okay.
in that or not.
Okay, that's fair.
Roll me a
Maybe I missed it.
Roll me a 1d2. Yep, you actually do manage to miss it, just as in the nick of time. Possibly it was the intake of gasping coming from your fellow caravanners that alerted you to the danger.
I would so in that case, I would say that she like gracefully, like not even looking up from the book, is able to like hop over it and maneuver.
You see a couple of people nearby, one of which is a kobold, but the rest are halflings, like kind of like shaking their heads. They're all carrying what appears to be some kind of like push broom and scoop of some kind. And they're all kind of wearing these kind of grimy looking, otherwise uniform type things, like, coveralls is the best way to describe them.
Yeah, glad I don't have their work.
They kind of like look over at you and just kind of grimace. But then the kobold kind of says, "Well, at least you don't have to fight stuff."
We might have to fight stuff. We have to stay positive.
They kind of like snicker and go back to what appears to be cleaning the rhino dung. But like one of them has a little placard on the back of their uniform that says, "Keeping the streets of the Sword Coast clean." Actually, it said save roads, not streets. Sorry. But anyway, but you hear like kind of like a whistling noise from one side of the caravan area, which appears to be towards the road, saying, "Everybody getting ready? We're heading out."
Oh boy.
So when we are supposed to protect this huge monstrosity of a carriage or wagon, is it traveling at a faster pace than us so we can't walk next to it, or is it slow?
It's basically everybody is being put to move at about the same pace, but basically, you guys have seen like the pacing books and everything. You're moving you're moving just above the medium pace is per day, like to get from one place to another. I basically set it up so that you get there within so many days.
Okay.
20 to 30 days. Sorry, not 20 to 25 days. 20 to 30 days.
Is it possible for could I have bought rations before we left? Just a couple?
Yes, because you had 2 days to prepare. So anything you guys need to finish putting on your character sheet in terms of supplies, please do it now.
Yeah, I just want some rations.
I'll add some rations as well, some dried meats.
And water skin, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna water skin. I have 10 days of rations right now.
Okay, so I'll put them on.
How
So
much
my
is a
question-
water skin? Look,
Water.
it's in the book somewhere.
What was your question?
2 silver.
So the people that have been in the Archaeologist Guild, would we have any extra funds at all from previous runs?
Well, some of them we just go back to the guild to help, increase the guild's livelihood. In terms of funds, you may have spent it like in Waterdeep itself, like to keep a roof over your head, or like to buy food, go out to dinner, that sort of thing, or to help increase your equipment, like if you have anything interesting on you or some.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's like kind of a reinvestment sort of stuff.
I don't even know, like, given my background, if I have any gold I'm going through. I'm like an acolyte. I don't think I have any. Oh, I do. Woohoo!
Yay, gold.
I dropped some gold and silver and added a notebook, ink and quill, and some rations.
Always coming in handy. So you start setting off at a reasonable pace. Your caravan, due to the rhino speed, is up closer to the front of the entire thing, which one of the wagons up front appears to be like a storage and supply section for the entire caravan itself. So you have like some mild armor and weapons, like some arrows and everything like that, quills, racks, some mild rations, water barrels, things like that. Basically, things that you can use to refresh yourself with, if need be. And of course, the paladin guys up front, along with a couple of other humans and dwarves. You see, as you're walking through and looking behind you, you see a couple of people on horseback, which Adler knows these are the runners. That if when the caravans get far enough, the caravan sections get far enough away from each other, the runners go back from the back of the sections of the caravans all the way to the front at high speed on the horseback, just to see if there's any problems, like a breakdown, something that'll cause delays, like something that the main one has to hold up to go back and fix, or if there's a major problem with an attack, where they have to send reinforcements or anything like that. As you're walking by, in addition to these, some of the other caravans that you see as before you guys get too far apart to see each other, is that you see several other what appear to be personnel transport wagons. Unlike the the really long one which are currently standing next to the monstrosity, these ones just look like standard wagons, but can hold 5, maybe 10 people, depending on their size. This being pulled by draft horses. Several large storage wagons which have goods. You see multiples of these. These ones are more closer together. They have more guards on them because these are the sort of things that are going to get robbed. You also see some that appear to be personal transport wagons that are just joined up, paid a price to be protected along with the rest of them, and just basically traveling the road instead of traveling on their own and having to pay for all of their own individual guards and other needs. Among these, you could pick out one that looks like it goes to the Church of Bahamut. It has several kobolds standing out there wearing some kind of hats to keep their eyes protected from the sun, but otherwise wearing kind of robes or tabards that basically indicates they belong to Bahamut and the Church of Bahamut. And the most odd looking of all of the transport vehicles is one that's more shaped like an egg, or maybe reading old fairy tales, like a pumpkin. It's kind of large and round, and all the people walking alongside of it are in hoods and It kind of like gives you a culty vibe, but not the same kind of cult you guys had faced as other characters, but just like a general culty vibe in general. That one is more towards the back, which is kind of like slipping out of sight now as you guys are towards the front and the caravan makes its way throughout the day. Now, to see if anything happens during the day, everybody roll me a 1d100.
Hooray! I can do this. No. Ah.
Aha!
Golf rules.
Give me 1 second. Okay. 10 that died on me. Go away. Just throw you out. Alright, so we got a 78.
Hooray!
18. Okay. So as you're traveling along, you see coming alongside of you is going the opposite direction towards Waterdeep is just a lone traveler with a small wagon, kind of like walking along ahead. It appears to be stuffed to the gills with stuff. The guy appears to be a human, has a long, scraggly beard. One of those looks like he hasn't had a chance to stop and like groom himself in a while. Like kind of looks up at the caravan as he passes by on the other side. Do you guys do anything, or do you guys just let this guy go?
John's probably just happily waves.
We're free to guard this caravan, not to rob one. I'm fine.
It's no threat. I don't need to do the work, so.
I don't think they're gonna pay us extra for an attack we made happen. So
Wait, we don't get paid. We don't get paid extra for harassing old people.
nah, we don't. Unfortunately.
We don't get paid per old person's head.
You don't tell everyone until you get to the destination. You just roll out the heads.
So you make it without fuss throughout that day, and everybody camps down for the night. Different groups are given latrine duty. I usually don't go over any of that sort of stuff when it comes to these sort of games, but I figured in a large caravan, that's the sort of thing people need to know. And besides, it's mundane tasks. So other people are given camp duty. Everybody roll me a 1d6. All right. So the paladin comes over, looks down at William and asks, "Can you hunt?"
Kind of.
What's kind of mean?
Out of character. Hunting, that's a survival check, right?
Yes,
Or
it's a survival check.
I mean, I have a +3, so I would assume kind of. I'm not the best, but I can probably find something.
Kind of nods a little bit. All right then. You're on hunting duty. He looks over at John. And what about you? Can you hunt? Can you cook?
She's talking to John about the cooking?
Yes.
Well, I mean, with the right supplies, I'm sure I can whip something up.
All right. They're cooking for tonight. He then looks over at Rhiannon and ask the same question. See if she can cook or not.
I'd love to cook.
Good. You can go on cooking duty as well. Let's see. Then we have Adler. He kind of like nods. He would know by now what Adler's good at, but he kind of gives Adler a evil grin and says, "You're on latrine duty tonight." And he kind of like points at Sunday and says, "You go with him."
Oh. Just goes off.
So, William, you find yourself in company of the two lizard folk that are kind of like in this caravan that you've seen. Deep purple skin with green head sails. And some green patterning along their heads and backs. It appears that they kind of know what they're doing when it comes to hunting and, you know, make... They don't make too much of a conversation with you. They basically just ask if you know how to use a bow and arrow.
No, but I'm quick enough to catch about anything.
Alright. So, roll me a survival check then.
If I can find it, I can catch it.
Alright, your hunt's pretty successful. And while the cooking fires are being, like, you know, prepared for, you know, roots and little bits of vegetables, things like that, you guys come back with 2 whole deer, which sets everybody cheering. And that now leads to John and Rhiannon to roll survival checks to see how good the food comes.
I would like to say that I think that Rhiannon would probably somewhere in her book have a pretty bomb-ass recipe for some venison.
All right. I would say that gives you a +5 to cooking.
So 27.
All right. The camp commander, you know, the paladin dude, is so impressed with Rhiannon's cooking skills that he asks her to stay permanently in rotation for cooking. That basically, throughout the journey, which would be between 20 and 30 days, that you get to be the camp's cook. As long as you're still with the company during those days.
She kind of blushes a bit, but like gets really excited. She's like, okay.
And looking at William and the 2 lizard folk, who says that they should stick towards like, you know, the hunting as well. That kind of leaves the other 3 members of your party, along with other people, on rotation for helping out with the cooking, helping out with the hunting, and doing latrine.
No. John is just beaming the entire time. No reason. He's just happy.
So the meal is definitely excellent, and the entire party is all, you know, is all pleased with everybody. You're mostly feeding like the guards and everything like that, but because the food is so good, you've actually managed to get plenty of it. Some people that are actually on the caravan come and, you know, join you for mealtime, including like some of the gnome, like the 2 gnomes that you were guarding before that you asked a little questions for. They come over, like, you know, ask for like a bowl of soup or whatever it is you guys made. So, enjoying yourselves, the one of the gnomes asks. What? Nobody wants to talk to a gnome? All right.
Oh,
It's been at least 12 hours, John.
Alright, then I'm gonna have to use another spell slot.
Sunday is just looking in his notes, not noticing the conversation.
Have you been there? Where are we going again?
We're heading towards Baldur's Gate.
Have you been in Baldur's Gate a lot?
Oh yes, we actually live there.
Oh, I'm kind of a connoisseur on liquor, so I was wondering if you would know any like places I need to go to.
Well, if you actually make it all the way to Baldur's Gate with us, and keep us alive, the other one laughs. Uh, we'll be happy to take you to some of our favorite watering holes.
Oh,
That's the deal.
I think this trip's going so far so well.
Like some of the other guards nearby, all humans, kind of like snicker at you for that.
He doesn't notice. Or care, whatever it is.
Alrighty.
Oh, and he kind of refreshes his mage armor.
Everybody, roll me a one Oh, that's right. No, that's right. That's the third one. Fourth one to do. Never mind. Sorry. So several of the people go on guard duty at this point for night shift, and everybody's allowed to sleep because of the density of the caravans and all that. You seem to have a pretty decent night. You know, nothing harasses you. Nothing comes out of the woodwork. Nothing attacks, which is usually to be expected. I mean, the guards know that very few things will want to attack a full caravan that's circled up like this at night. Most of them will attack when they're vulnerable and spread out. But anyway, so it's the morning of the 19th at this point, and you guys set out again. So, who would like to take over the navigational skill? Or would everybody like to continue to roll 1d100s together?
Yes.
That's good.
Oh God.
I don't know. Who do we trust with the navigational skill?
I have proficiency in cartographer's tools.
Yeah,
Be better for me. I have +2 survival.
I have 3
And a plus-
survival.
Six.
Don't worry, you're not
That's
actually
fine.
navigating. It's just more of you get to roll the fate checks, or does everybody watch you do it?
Oh, the D100.
Yeah.
A question: How long does it take before everyone starts going again? Is there enough time for a short rest?
You had a
Do you
long
wake up?
you had a long rest. Oh, you mean another short rest before we wake up?
So I can use my arcane recovery to get my spell slot to get my mage armor back.
Okay.
Back.
So yeah, that sounds reasonable. Like breakfast, people are using latrines, all that. As long as you're not doing any of that, you can get that slot back.
How about we just make fate rolls and change who does the fate roll?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Let's just do it in order of roll 20, so that would be evil first, I guess.
I guess everybody's order is different on Roll20 because mine shows that the bias is first. How about we do an order from Discord? That would
Oh, no, I meant Discord. Tobias is first
Yeah.
and mine as well.
yeah.
Tobias then.
Okay.
I don't care. Tobias goes first then. That
But-
might be easier.
It'd be
than checking
easier to do
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah, easier to do Discord. I'm last.
Okay. You're last.
From
All right.
first to last,
Survive.
just like Mario Kart.
All right, 75. All right, so don't really see much of anything that day. You see like a rustling in the brush near the road at one point as you're walking by, and catch sight of a large boar just kind of running past. It pretty much ignores you, but it's going the opposite direction from the hunting trails. So another night. Let's see. Everybody who's on cooking or hunting, please roll me a survival check to see what the quality is.
Not bad. Not great.
Is John still cooking?
We might get
So-
food poisoning.
Yeah.
So I'm adding. So just out of cute, because you said +5. Am I adding 5 to that?
Yes. So
Oh, it's okay.
So that'd be 12.
Where's John then?
Yeah.
That's my curiosity.
roll me a 1d3, John.
Oh, 1d3.
You are okay. You've been told that to go help out with the tree duty tonight.
Okay.
Rhiannon, the meal's okay. It's like not quite as good as the time before. The meat's a little tough. Of course, that also looks to be on William and his party because they didn't get much. They got basically like one kind of oldish deer. The meat's kind of tough and stringy. What do you do? So.
She's pretty much beating herself up. And I must do better. I must do better.
So
My job is done. I'm just getting drunk again.
So the next day, on your way towards Dagger Ford, you've been assigned a different caravan. A different section of the caravan. In this time, you're next to the large egg-like wagon with all the people in robes. As you're getting close to them, you notice that they're mostly what looks to be women in robes and some kind of green, kind of weird, kind of dark greenish skinned lizard folk also in robes. So it's all sectioned in robes here. These lizard folk, unlike the two that are in the hunting party, have very shortish snouts that are mostly covered inside the robes. The ones in the hunting party, the ones with deep purple skin, have longer tapered snouts compared.
Huh.
Through my readings, would I know anything about the symbolism of like the egg caravan or these people in the robes and the difference in the lizard folk?
Roll a religion check. Ooh. You have the distinct impression that that even though they're traveling over land, that these people are far more comfortable on a boat traveling by sea. That they are more likely to be worshiping something in the water. Perhaps an elder god, perhaps the elemental plane of water, perhaps something else entirely. But definitely these guys have some kind of water religion going on here.
Greetings, madams and sirs.
They don't appear to look at you even when as you address them.
Okay then. I gotta roll. Woke up again.
What is the carriage made of?
Roll an investigation check. You get close to it, and while you can't exactly tell what it's made of, you have the distinct impression that its origins are organic of some kind. Very dark in color. Like there's a kind of like a green, both black and green cast to it.
Huh.
And you do detect a slight briny smell.
Right. Gonna walk off.
As I guess Rhiannon would just kind of be just a little off to the side, possibly like kind of peering over her book. Could she just very indiscreetly behind her book cast detect magic?
Sure. And yes, the structure is radiating with magic. there appears to be mild magic coming off of some of the people around here. Just like a very faint aura on each of them.
What school?
Let's see, School of Magic. I always hate. That's the one thing I always hate about Detect Magic, because I always think of magic as something completely different than schools. I almost never pay attention to the School of Magic, so I just think of it in terms of their intensity of magic coming off of something instead of school. So, trying to make a stab in the dark. Conjuration, maybe. Can't think of any other suggestion without giving away anything. Damn it. So probably conjuration. There's probably something else in there too. But yeah, there's basically, as I said, when I think of Detect Magic, I think of intensity of magic instead of School of Magic. So I apologize.
Okay. So I will kind of maintain that because I can concentrate for up to 10 minutes. Do I sense any sort of concentration, like any specific point on either the individuals or the carriage that is stronger than others?
You get the sense that the strongest magics come from somebody or someone or something inside that carriage. As it comes to the people, they just have a general aura of small amounts of magic coming off them, the way you might expect a low-level warlock or something like that to feel.
Okay.
Alright, so whoever's day it is, please roll your 1d100.
That's a nice little number.
I need to grab my pencil sharpener. I'll be right back.
Okay. So as you continue along, you hear kind of like not really let's see what type of sound I want to say. Kind of like a low bellowing sound coming from the brush, from the plains nearby, which is actually kind of like the south of you. And you see a large rhino trotting by. Some of the people in the room stop just to kind of like gape at it. You don't see rhinos up this far north.
Are we close to one of the guys on horses? Because I want to tell them that that might be from the train ahead of us, where we were the previous day. They had rhinos pulling.
Because you saw the rhinos that the train had, you can tell this is not one of those same rhinos. This is definitely a wild rhino, whereas those ones looked like they were somewhat tame.
I guess I'll put myself in between the rhino and the carriage and just keep an eye on whether or not it's heading to hit the carriage or not.
Okay. Roll me a 1d2. Alright. The rhino thankfully ignores both you and the carriage as it just kind of moves by. The oddity of there being a free roaming rhino up here is not forgotten. As the back of the carriage run, the back of the caravan run where you're at, just kind of puts their eyes back forward once more.
Huh.
And you approach Daggerford as night falls. Because I'll give you information on Daggerford. Alright. So, Daggerford. Daggerford is built against the side of a low hill on the floodplain on some floodplains. It's a walled town, and it's dominated by a large keep, which you can easily see. The gate is to the wall of town is currently open, and you can see that there are welcoming areas outside of Daggerford, like along outside of the wall, that are clearly set up for caravans. Not necessarily for this caravan in particular, but pretty much any caravan coming by. Would you like to go in for the night, or would you like to hang out with with the caravan? And by the way, you guys keeping track of your money?
Yes.
Okay,
4
cool.
times 3, right?
Oh, 4 times. So, and we get 4 per day, right?
Yep, you're currently getting paid at a rate of 4 gold per day.
So how much would that be?
12 currently. This is day 3.
25 gold.
This is day what now?
Day 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So it's evening. People are getting set up on the caravans. Various people from the caravans, of course, are heading into town to get rooms.
Adam would
But
probably stick
it's nowhere
around
near as big as Waterdeep. Waterdeep being so nearby. It does have inns, and yeah, the largest of which is the River Shining Tavern. And it's the second largest building in all of Daggerford. It's large enough to have host local celebrations, as you can see. And it might have been here since before anything else in this town. Like it might have been an inn that was built on the side of the road, and the town kind of sprung up around it. Those of you who've been to Daggerford would probably understand this. Well, you do have 12 gold now, so if you need to spend it on something.
Would us going into the tavern break the fact that we are supposed to guard this cart?
No, none of you are night duty.
Alright.
Alright. Heading in and getting a nice bed and a warm meal.
Since you're out of town, basically it said that nobody would be on duty for for the main for no latrine, no cooking, no hunting duty while at an actual town location that can support everybody.
John follows the party.
Rhiannon will follow the party as well.
I know where Willem is going. Not really hard to guess. He's
Go
going.
drinking.
Yeah, as long as there's drink, I'm fine. Drinking and a chair, and that's all I need for today.
It's like the one dwarf from my party. He's always drunk, so it's like when he gets sober, that's when he has disadvantage on everything. It's just the reverse.
Each of the gates has guards at it. They kind of nod their heads towards you, and they kind of keep an eye on you because you guys are armed. But it seems like for the most part, they're happy to see an influx of people. Apparently, caravans are a big business around here. So it's another reason why you're not on guard duty for the night, because enough of the guards are actually stationed around outside to basically help keep the caravan safe. Because the people, the caravans are now going to be spending money in the town, which ultimately pays their salary. So you see, there's 2 other inns in the town. The River Shining Tavern, which is the largest of the 3 inns, has the most expensive beds. Top of my head, Player's Handbook. There's a setting of fees. And open and quote you a price. That one would be a for a comfortable stay, which is 8 silver per night, the largest of the 3 inns. They also provide comfortable food, which is 5 silver. There are 2 other inns. They're called the Silver Flood Inn and the Lizard's Gizzard. Silver Flood provides modest rooms at 3 silver and modest food at 5 silver. The Lizard's Gizzard provides poor room. Sorry, I said that opposite way. Sorry. The rooms at the Silver Flood are modest for 5 silver and the food is 3 silver. The rooms at the Lizard's Gizzard are poor at 1 silver, but they provide no food. And you get the impression that the occasional rat wanders the rooms at night.
I'm gonna be cheap as fuck.
How much was the most expensive one?
The most expensive one, which is the River Shining Tavern, has comfortable beds at 8 silver per room.
Oh, I'll go there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll go there.
I'll go there as well.
How much for food?
And that one will also be comfortable at 5 silver per plate of food.
So 13 silver.
Yes.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Can I use the time to just pop into each of those and see which ones have the most books or has any symbols of Denier in them? And try to use Shelter of the Faithful to see if I can get free room and board?
Well, none of the inns have these. Roll me a fate check, a 1d100. You find as you get out of the first inn, you spot a small temple, kind of like towards the edge of one road, with the symbol you were looking for.
I lean over to John Sprinklebottom and
Yes.
I'm just I bought too much ink again. I'm sorry. I will be at the temple if you're looking for me, but I will meet up with y'all in the morning. And she makes way to the temple and we'll stay the night.
Okay, madam.
Okay, bye. Runs off.
John will, however, in his room, as a safety precaution, take 10 minutes to cast this in his room. It'll actually fucking go, maybe? Ritual.
Yeah.
Yes. There it goes.
Alright, taking notes. Right down to 2 screens. I used to have one screen for communications, like Discord and everything like that, and another screen for notes, and then the main screen, of course, for the game. Right now, I'm having to put my notes on the communication screen. Okay. So, what was the symbol you were looking for again, Acolyte?
For Denier, it's going to be an eye with a camera.
No, I was just trying to remember what the name was.
Oh, Denier. Or Denier. Deneir.
Deir, okay. I was taking notes on Daggerford. All right, so yeah, the young priest inside basically is, more than willing to let you spend the night in one of the small monk cells.
She curls up and will just cast light on her mace and put it on a table and just spend a lot of the night that'll allow and just writes down about all the people in the caravan and what she sensed with the magic, and is trying to recall as much information about elemental water gods or old water gods, and just trying to figure out who they're escorting.
All right. So, Tobias, what are you doing?
After having a meal, I'll probably have something warm to drink, and I'll sit in the tavern anywhere next to anyone and just read some notes and write down some notes about the current travel plans and such, like a logbook. You know, going day 3. Today I saw a mushroom and a rhino. A rhino was more of significance.
Are you saying any of this aloud, or are you just writing it?
Just writing it. No, I'm not monologuing for myself.
Roll a perception check.
Alright. Whoops.
Alright. So, all of a sudden, you hear a voice behind you say, "You saw a rhino?"
I like look up in front of me and I look around like, did a voice talk to me? Someone said rhino.
So there's a young human woman with vibrant purple eyes just kind of like standing behind you. Apparently she was reading over your shoulder as you wrote.
Like, put a hand on my journal, like, privacy?
You're in the middle of a tavern writing. How is that private?
I mean, I don't go reading over other people who write journals.
Kind of like sticks a finger in her mouth, chewing on a nail.
That's rude. But yes, we saw a rhino.
Oh. So what are you doing in town?
Well, I'm on a work from my archaeologist guild, but I am also the guard of the caravan. Just headed in tonight.
You? A guard? You don't look like a guard.
I can handle myself.
He kind of like gives him a dubious look.
Look, I got everything I need here. See, like, show my crossbow and my whip.
Whip? What sort of archaeologist carries a whip?
A smart one. It's multi-use purpose. Come on.
Oh? What's a multi-use purpose? What can you do with it other than whip somebody?
Well, I mean, many things. Shut up, all right?
He laughs and walks away.
Oh, like mumbling wenches. I just go back to writing.
John, roll me a. You're in the same tavern, yes?
Yeah, I'm in the expensive one.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Alright.
That's so perceptive.
You hear a voice say, "So are you with him?"
I'm sorry. Who?
You see the same girl that was talking to Sunday now pointing at him. With him.
Oh.
You look like you're also an archaeologist.
Oh yes, we're also guards.
Yes, and you don't look like guards. She kind of gives you a weird look. You look like you should be in a library.
I like libraries.
I can just see the honest smile.
Yep.
Yes, libraries are a fun place. It's filled with books.
Yes.
She kind of leans forward towards him and whispers, Have you heard that libraries sometimes have portals to other worlds?
Yes.
Yeah, a couple of days ago, this weird portal opened in the library, and a voice said that they were a librarian. You ever seen anything like that ever happen?
I can't remember, was he there or did he just hear about it?
Uh,
I think he just heard about it. I don't think he saw it personally.
yeah, I don't think anybody on this caravan, well, except maybe William. I can't remember if William was there or not. I think
I think
William
William
might
was there.
have. I think William was there.
I think
I
Williams who told him.
Yeah,
I remember making a check for John if he knew what that was.
yeah. You might have also thought that I was just drunk. Who knows?
Everybody
I've heard
thinks
it,
they're just.
haven't seen it. Sounds fascinating.
Yeah, it's really weird. Oh well. She kind of like moves off at this point. So William, what are you doing?
I'm getting hammered, and if someone starts being rude to me, I'll punch him in the face and start a bar fight.
Roll a
I'm-
fate check. Which of the two inns are you in?
I'm in the lizard gizzard.
The one that doesn't serve food or drink.
Yeah, the sheep. Oh, I can't drink there.
Nope.
She's
the
the one
lizard
that's
gizzard.
drinking. No one else is.
You know what? I have my own drinks meet me. I'm just drunk in the lobby. Fuck it.
Well, they don't exactly have a lobby there. I kind of imagine that they have like a stable, maybe with a like a check-in desk of some kind. Like the guy says, okay, you can go and take a room above the loft and that sort of thing. And
I'll be in a bar then. There should be a bar somewhere. I don't know.
the Silver Flood Inn has a bar. It's a modest food and drink along with modest rooms.
You know what? I'll stay in the cheap one and then I'll go drink there. Because
Right.
they're gonna kick me out of that bar so then I can sleep
Right.
in the cheap
So
one.
in the modest one, in the Silver Flood Inn, you notice that the two bugbears that were on the caravan with you that you so far haven't worked with are sitting there at the bar, basically getting weird looks from all the patrons who are not used to seeing a bugbear in a city or in a town or anything like that.
Can I sit in between them? I'll go sit in between
Yes. They kind of look down at you and seem to be giving you the eye, like, what the fuck is this human-looking thing doing? But you can squeeze in between them.
Are you also here to drink?
Yeah, the one says. The other one chuckles and thinks, it kind of nudges the first and says, you think that human can hold a liquor?
I bet I can drink more than you.
Want to put a bet on it?
Let's double the bet already. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but let's double it already.
Loser pays the bar tab. How about that?
How much?
The bar tab.
It's let's see, it's a modest place, but food, for food, but drink, this sort of place would probably have like, common, which would be like a pitcher of beer. Let's see, you can get a pitcher of wine, a gallon of ale, or a mug of ale.
I mean, I'm always up for free drinks.
Gallons, which is
Sure,
silver.
Bet. All right, I'll take it. I'm up for some free drinks.
All right, so in this case, we'll be doing Constitution saving throws. And as you're rolling that, see who gets drunk first. Adler!
Yeah.
Where are you in all of this?
In the more expensive one. Just resting. Probably as per usual. If I've been, I've probably been down this road times.
You have Crap. Bugbear thing did not import properly. God damn it! I fell from my monster guide. 1 second.
I'm probably gonna drink him under the table anyway.
Next game I start, I'm not using shapes again because this is getting ridiculous. I liked shapes originally for its format, but with all of the new guides and everything like that added on, and like monster manuals and players guides and all that, especially with the character mancy, it's no longer worth it. So my next game, which is going to be Out of the Abyss, is going to be using normal things.
Yeah. Ooh, Out of the Abyss.
Yeah. We just have to decide on the time and who wants to play. It's actually going to be Out of the Abyss mixed with one of my original stories, because when I started Out of the Abyss the first time, the failed attempt, I started getting this impression that this would be the perfect stuff going on for this one story I'd always wanted to tell, but couldn't because of all the NPCs that would have been in it. And I'm like, this won't work in D&D. And then of course I started Out of the Abyss, and there's like tons of NPCs in that are in the party. Okay, this is the perfect medium for it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was rambling on as I was looking for something. Alright. Yep, the bugbears are fine too.
Do I need to make another one?
So Adler's there, let's see. Sunday and John are, busy being occupied. So yes, let's continue on with William.
Ooh, that's not good.
Only a 1d2, William.
Which end?
So I puke on the one left of me.
No. The last thing you hear before as your head kind of like as you fall off your bar stool and your head kind of connects to the floor is the two bugbears over you laughing. So basically, you've managed to overdrink yourself.
And now I can't pay the tab. Who's the real loser?
Oh, don't worry. They're just gonna take your money and spend it on booze. So basically, your 12 gold is now gone.
Well,
you win some, you lose some.
You win some, you lose everything. At least you have your dignity.
Oh.
Does he? Did he have any before?
Well,
if I don't have it, I can't lose it.
This is true.
So, because of this, William, we're going to start off with you. Actually, no. William, I'm going to let you hang for a moment then. Sunday, the dawn is breaking. You hear roosters. You hear people like getting up. You're in a nice, comfortable bed. What do you do?
Sorry, you were talking to me?
Yes, Tobias.
Sorry. I'll probably go. Oh shit! Did I oversleep?
No, you're just doing a rooster, which means it's daylight.
Get up, don my clothes and armor. Should probably take them like 10 minutes. And then head downstairs.
And John?
After waking up.
Yep.
Kind of takes his robe, checks it over, puts it back on, and happily walks out the door down to the main lobby.
And Adler, you, of course, don't need to sleep, but, it's kind of your job to wrangle the rest of these people. And you know that at least two others of them were sleeping in the same, or had taken rooms at the most expensive of the 3 inns. What do you do?
Well, I would exit my room, make sure that they're both awake.
Hello.
Good
Do you
morrow.
happen to know where the others slept?
Rhiannon went to the one temple. She said she meet us at the caravan. I believe is what she said. And William, he probably went to where they serve drinks.
Okay, well, go towards the caravan. I'll check up on William.
All right.
Rhiannon. At this point, the priest has knocked on the door of the tiny monk cell that you've been sleeping in and says, "It is sunrise."
She raises her head because she fell asleep on her desk. Like spittle, has adhered a piece of parchment to the side of her face. So she just pulls her head up.
Oh, I love it.
She's just kind of squinting her eye and, oh, good morning. And I thank you for letting me stay here. Is there any duties or chores you would like me to do to earn my keep?
It is all right, dear. You keep the faith.
She scrambles and just gathers up all the paper and so given that the Temple of Denier would be a library, did I find any other information in regards to water deities or
Only a
any
religion check and a history check.
Okay, so history with my hold on. Blessing of knowledge, I get to multiply it by 2, the proficiency, so it'll actually be plus an additional 5 to whatever I roll. So 12. And then religion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I must have passed out early.
Yeah, you're tired. You didn't learn anything new. You
Okay.
know.
Well, I'll gather up all my stuff and then I'll make my way back to the caravan.
So that leaves only William. William, as your brain begins to unfog, you just it's a horrendous smell in your nostrils, and you feel like you're sorry. You feel like you're somewhere warm and very squishy.
Oh no. I'll guess I'll get up and look around for where the fuck I am. Please don't be the latrine. Please don't be the latrine.
It's not exactly the latrines. There are flies buzzing everywhere. That's a bit of soft sound ever since your ears started to unclog. And there's just all this brown and leafy stuff everywhere. It seems that you've been placed on top of a dung pile.
I'm gonna kill those bugbears. Is there a pond anywhere?
Is there a what?
Like a pond, like somewhere I can dip into to clean myself up a bit.
Well, there's the river.
I'll go dip it. I'll go just jump fully clothed into the fucking river. It's try to get the smell off of me.
Adler, basically when you come down towards the caravan, this is the site that you see off to the one side past the heap where the dung has been piled up and collected. You see William just kind of frantically cleaning himself off in the river.
What am I gonna do with these? Sure, he'll join us eventually. Just walking.
Do I know the names of these bugbears?
No, but they're the only 2 bugbears in the company.
It was at this moment they knew they fucked up.
Wait till the next to-do we get to. I'm gonna fuck him over. Alright.
Just a bit of lighthearted fun.
Gotta do something during this trip.
New rule, don't pass out in front of bugbears. Especially during a drinking contest. You might wake up in a dung heap.
Never challenge bugbears to drinking contest.
Yeah, unlike a
That's
dwarf,
true.
they can easily lug you over one shoulder and dump you anywhere.
I mean, dwarves could do that probably as well.
Yeah, it depends on
Yeah,
the
but
dwarf.
they have a harder time of it. Hello, Lyra.
So yes, John does make his way back. As soon as we leave, he starts leaving. He's actually cast Mage Armor then, so it lasts longer.
The fates don't look favorable upon us.
Uh-oh. Favorable fates.
Alright. So, the 86 is for today. One second, my cat came jumping up into my arms. Very sweet. Yep. Sorry, Lyra, I'm gonna have to put you down. Or rather, put you on the desk. Just a moment. Drop the book I was consulting. You guys look behind the screen. Okay. Alrighty then. 86. Alright. So, of course, in this case, it happens to be a very uneventful day once more. The sun is shining. William eventually stops stinking like hell, or at least you guys can no longer smell him as you're standing outside. You know, in the nice clean air and all that. And it kind of like mixes eventually with the smell of brine coming off of that egg-shaped carriage that you're currently helping to guard.
I'm just gonna look over at William and go, so what happened to you last night?
Let's not talk about that.
Right.
Well, it's been pretty easy trip so far.
True. We were lucky with that rhino.
Well, I think a rhino would have been alright. Just gotta scare him.
You can scare a rhino. I look down at this little man.
Well, if you make him smaller.
Oh.
So I
Okay.
roll me an intelligence check.
Who? Oh.
Yeah, just looking down at John and thinking about the size of that rhino, John could probably easily fit underneath of the rhino if it charged at you guys. You just need to duck his head a bit.
Like, mental note: do not hide behind this guy.
Rhiannon is gonna walk up to William and be like, "Are you feeling okay, buddy?" And she's just gonna put her hand on his back and just rub little lightly, and she's gonna cast Lesser Restoration to try to help with the hangover.
Lesser Restoration only helps with the yeah. Yeah, hangover is what you said. Never mind. Lesser Restoration helps with the hangover, but it doesn't do anything for the smell coming off of him.
Nope, just the hangover. Just trying to help him feel a little better.
And I don't
Definitely.
have prestidigitation. I have mending.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is like the one time that presentation would have been, usually everybody has it, so I don't even think about it, but this time nobody has it, so yay, the stench can remain. Plus his clothing is all drenched. And he lost
I'm going to get my
all
next-
12 gold he earned.
Maybe my next cantrip will be that, but I don't. He really likes mending, and he likes mage hand.
And is useful.
And I wanted a cantrip that did that damage. Because he is not going to run up and smack people over his staff.
Well, you are a crotch height for like humans and such.
Wait, we're level 4. I should have 4 cantrips. Why do I only have 3?
Alright, so moving on to the next day and the next set of money.
Oh, yeah. Add money.
Oh wait, time out. So we get paid at the end for every day, correct?
Yep, at the end of each day, you get paid 4 gold.
Well, fuck, I stayed at the temple for no damn reason.
Yeah, like we all
save
said
money.
that you'd already made 12 gold.
You just realized you get paid every day.
Yeah, just realized.
You forgot to get your pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that would be like she just didn't get paid that day. So
You're
I
like,
will
wow, you
only
guys
get 8.
sure, you guys sure are earning money somehow.
Whoops. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
So actually, yes, I will cast prestidigitation on him, because I realize I have 4 cantrips, not 3.
So yeah, as it comes to night, John suddenly remembers, and suddenly
do this.
William is all crying. But William was still stinking of rhino dung all day.
It's more like he's like reading through his books, like, oh wait, I know this spell.
The loss of regeneration, in addition to helping with a hangover, also stops any disease process that might have attempted to take hold of you from being rolled in dung. So you also will not have to worry about getting sick from that.
Alright.
Which is also, by the way, why I don't dump people in the trains. They can die from that.
Mm-hmm.
Systemic shock if they have injuries, for example.
Alright. So I suppose I should roll a 1d3 for my job tonight.
Alright, so next day.
Oh.
Now, we spend a little time on the jobs, but, like, we don't need to do that every day.
Okay, perfect. I will roll my 2 of those, though.
But we do have to have a fate check every day to see if we encounter something.
Okay, that's neat. Correct for today.
Yes.
If we didn't have to work, could I have worked with my woodcarver's tools to make something out of wood?
No, you'd still have had to work. It's just that I don't want to have to individually assign work duties every day, just because it's like, it kind of gets draining after a while. Unless of course, you guys all want to do that. So I can do that if all of you are up for it. But
I'm good.
Doesn't matter either way.
Either way.
oh, I lost that book.
Let's see what
That's
the
why I
fates
couldn't
have
find it.
for us.
Let me just find my page again. I closed the book when I was picking my cat up. The cat was like sleeping all day, and then now she's like, ooh, a nice warm lap. All right. So, on this particular day, you happen to be guarding the caravan section that has the Temple of Bahamut people. The various kobolds there basically are supposed to be minders. They are kind of guards in training, but the caravan basically has you guys out there as extra security. So you guys are a bit, you're like 10 feet away from the caravan proper, from the individual section. So that fate check everybody.
Nope.
Hooray!
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 So
Definitely
Adler.
got something.
So Adler. You happen to be in the highest grass section of the area, and suddenly you hear a hissing noise. Roll me a dexterity check. It's basically a reflex action. Oops. Wrong page.
Good.
1 second, guys. Wrong page again. Sorry. Stupid. My mouse is having issues.
Yeah, I've had those.
Woo.
Whoops. Still have old tokens out here. There we go.
Neat.
Cool. This one even comes with caravans. So let's see. That's fine. And Adler, you are over here. You're the furthest away from everybody. Oh, and by the way, it's in the opposite direction, so that you're actually no, it doesn't actually do that way. So yeah, you're kind of behind things. So I do apologize that I'm rambling a bit.
You're all good.
But I'd already fixed his token, and suddenly it didn't save, so I'm just kind of annoyed. Yeah, can't open the sheet, that's why. God damn it. Anyway, so you're there, and you hear this weird hissing noise. Did you already roll the
Dex check? Yeah. Oh, did I? Yeah.
Don't move your
Cool.
tokens yet. I'm setting up your tokens as we speak. And I really, really, really hate this stupid drag on the mouse. Sorry, I'm having this endless problems here. Sunday and John are almost next to each other. You're over here. William, yeah, you're in the middle here. That says Rihanna. All right, cool. So you're there, and you're there.
Ruler is out.
Two poisonous snakes come swooping out from the underbrush to attempt to sink their fangs into Adler.
Fuck that.
Alright, so they...
Why isn't my health showing up? I don't have any sheet, right?
You might not have added your max health.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
My max health keeps changing to a 6 rather than 28. I don't know why.
It looks like they both kind of, like, even as I lunge for your leg, they both kind of miss it. I'm sorry, wrong thing. It doesn't look like these guys will be much of a hit. They're poisonous snakes. They are not that tough, but like you might be able to have a round. So we'll see. Oh, that's what I forgot to mention at the beginning of this game. Unlike what I might have said at the beginning of On the Road for some of you, now each of your characters has individual levels and individual XP now that we have split up the party this much.
Okay.
So instead of maintaining XP to different characters and retaining levels, whatever group has the minimum level of whatever group is. It's like if a new character wants to join, they get to be at that level. So that this particular group would be level 4. But like, let's say one group goes to level 5, and then the other group stays at level 4 for a while. That if you create a new character for the other group, you would be level 5 rather than level 4 because they're two separate groups that aren't they're currently too far distant to interact with each other. There's actually a third group out there, but they are doing stuff in the dark, and I'll tell that if they ever become relevant again, I'll let you know what their current XP and level is. But on mouse, stop doing this to me. The first snake gets a second attack on Adler. Ooh!
Ow. That actually hit.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Ooh!
That hurt.
So yeah. Adler's been poisoned. This is what makes me think of Oregon Trail.
Yep.
It's
End him now.
Yeah, time to put him down.
Yeah, I think they've changed Roll20 in the month since I was last playing. Weird.
Yep.
Yeah, they changed some stuff.
Yeah, that's like it was weird. It's like, you know, I move and suddenly after 2 years they change more. Well, actually, yeah. But I mean, like certain things just happen all of a sudden. Stuff gets weird. So what do you wish to do, Sunday?
Oh, right. Sorry. So what? I'll notice commotion over there, and he's just looking down.
You probably heard the elf scream or something like that because he just got bitten by a snake.
It was just a tiny bite.
Of course, Sunday. Do you have a fear of snakes?
Oh my god! I just realized shit.
I mean, if you're playing an archaeologist with a whip, we've already discussed this. There's a good chance you also got the fear of snakes.
Should I go that far? Should I go that far? I say yes.
Everybody says yes.
It makes sense.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay, so I'll run over here.
You notice that it's snakes, and
then I see the snakes, and I go, oh fuck no, and just takes out my crossbow. Don't care if it's a small thing. I'm gonna kill that thing because I'm not getting near.
Why do they have to be snakes?
Snakes. Why does it have to be snakes? Take out my crossbow and just shoot.
Nice.
Fucking hell.
And you immediately pierce the brain of the snake that was attacking Adler.
And oh yeah, and I have extra attack. So, and I also have boop this. So I'll just shoot again.
Doesn't that just... Yeah, but you only have one attack action, right? Because we're not 5th level yet.
Well, this uses a bonus action to use a hand crossbow.
Yeah, but it's a light crossbow. It's different. You have hand crossbows and light crossbows.
Yeah,
Extra
hand crossbows
attack.
and light crossbows are different.
Doesn't that allow me to attack twice?
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't.
not level 5, I think.
Yeah, you're only level 4 right now.
Wait, oh, I thought that was level 5. Oh, man, have I done this all wrong?
Yeah, no, fighter is level 5.
Alright then. Well, in that case, I'll stay over here.
Adler. Basically, you get bit by a snake and suddenly a crossbow comes out of almost nowhere and pierces it through the brain, and its jaws just kind of like let go and its death throes.
Wow. Good shot.
Thank you.
And I'm going to attack the last one. Try and stab it before it bites.
And it just manages to wiggle out of the way and goes right back to attacking you.
Ah, you're kidding me.
I'm gonna see if this helps. I'm messing around with my hold up. I'm messing around with my marble and it flings on my hand. I'm going to make that one an 11 plus whatever it rolls. So that's going to only be
16.
16 to hit. Does
Oh,
this
that
hit you?
not miss.
So this marble goes. Oops. Sorry. I
Okay,
used
so
one
it
of
doesn't hit
my
me.
potents. That's that off.
So what do you do, Rhiannon?
I'll go. Over here. And then I'm gonna cast a Sacred Flame on this one.
Alright. Yeah, the snake immediately, gets its jaws just kind of open wide, and its eyes roll back and film over, and it kind of collapses. Those snakes are of no real HP. Now, unfortunately for you guys, when it's going to come time into the night, this did not count as an attack on the caravan, because Adler basically just wandered off the path and stepped into a nest of snakes. So you don't get paid extra money for this. But you do get 10 points of experience!
Hooray!
I'm gonna cast
Oh,
Lesser Restoration on Adler, so he's no longer.
Oh, you don't have to.
Do you see my marble?
No, I don't.
Darn.
I'll help look for your marble.
Well, at least it wasn't me getting hit, because I don't have as much HP.
Get hit and lost. It is now poisoned.
Well, no, not poison.
That's right. Such stress. It's poison damage.
What race are you, Adler?
Oh, half as
I'm
much on
a-
the successful ones, which means you actually took 4 damage total from the last hit. Excellent.
No, the last hit didn't actually hit me because
You got 20 AC?
no, because yeah,
John used portents.
and changed it to
I changed it to an 11
Oh, okay.
plus 5, so 16.
Anyway.
Divine Wizard. Divination Wizards.
Woo!
Yay! You don't
Alright.
see them too often.
So the kobolds are kind of like looking over at you and going, "You guys okay?"
Yep, perfectly
I lost
fine.
the marble.
Just one marble, not the whole bag.
No,
I have more.
you didn't lose all your marbles, did you?
No, I have more. This is like a pocket. This is full of marbles. They have no purpose other than important.
Free action from marbles.
Alright, so we're gonna take a 5-minute break here. I need to add something to my stew.
Alright, I need water.
All right.
Gonna be back.
Toilet break.
Ah. probably could have used some more beans and lentils, but I forgot about the lentils. Beans. And some nice lentils. Are you guys still there? Maybe I'll walk too far away from my computer. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, good.
Hello.
Because I couldn't hear anybody when I was out in the kitchen. So I was wondering if like maybe my thing had dropped out on me unless if I'd walked away. Evidently not. Yeah, it's just adding beans to soup, whatever it is. Because, you know, the difference between soup and stew is thickness. If it thickens up enough, it becomes a stew. If it stays liquidy, it's a soup. But, okay, so now we're just waiting on Rick.
I'm back.
Yay, welcome back. So, the kobolds that are nearby, are kind of like, you know, snickering at each other for Adler wandering into a nest of snakes, or rather, disturbing some snakes in the underbrush and getting himself bit for his troubles. I mean, Adler, who's been through several of these caravan excursions at this point, but they think he should have known better.
Should
This
have.
is what it boils down to. So what do the rest of you guys think about that? Should Adler have known better?
I imagine John still doesn't quite realize what's going on because he's probably looking the opposite direction.
All you know now is that your buddy, the fellow, you know, one of the fellow book nerds, because there's actually three of you. There's all three of the archaeologist guild of book nerds.
All right.
Hooray.
Huzzah.
And of course, Adler has a brother who's or at least one brother who's a book nerd, possibly more than one brother who's a book nerd.
Yes. More than one brother that's a book. He's used to them.
So it's like, you know, one of the book nerds is like terrified of snakes, and it's like, yeah. Another one was like completely oblivious as to what was going on. And the third came over and cast a spell that killed the snake. Yeah, staple cuts of the enemy. Right. So. Hey, book nerds for the win. That keeps happening. I think Okay. So you continue on without any more incidents, just with Adler still feeling the fang marks in his ankles. Another day, another 4 gold.
I'll be right back. Someone is banging on my door.
Okay. Well, we have to wait for him to come back anyway for the fate check. It's his turn.
Alright, so it's morning again?
Yep. 23rd of flame roll.
Never important. Take a picture. Yeah, I've been literally using the snipping tool, so I just have the picture of the 2 dice, and I just cross off what one I use. 9/11, that'll be interesting.
Huh. Oh, I guess it counts as a Highmore. Okay. Alright, okay. There. Ah, there we go. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Do I need to roll a new character?
No, we just didn't roll you a fate check.
Away my luck in this campaign.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, back.
Yay. Just need the fate check.
Whose turn is it? Shuttle?
No, it's
Oh.
5.
Oh, what? Oh, fate check?
Yeah.
Check our fates.
Hooray!
How's that?
Now, I need to speak to my 3 people from the guild in private real quick.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to the general games chat. So
How's that?
now, since we're making good time here, and since it is within a thing distance, all 3 of you are part of the guild, and your real objective at the moment is dealing with the Dragon Spear Castle. As long as you guys can convince several of the other guards, aka Adler and William, plus possibly some of the NPCs, to go with you, saying that, it'll only take a day or two's wages away from the caravan. We can easily, rush to keep up, especially if we have horses or some other means of getting back to them to explore this castle. There's untold wealth, though supposedly very dangerous.
Sounds
Do
like
not let John be the one speaking. This is important.
Rihanna, you want to take this?
I can do my best. I'm not very good with people, but I will do my best.
Okay.
Yeah, super shy, but I can be super convincing with my backstory. Like, if I know that there's something in that castle that is informative, historical, or there's treasure or unknown knowledge, like I will do everything in my power to go there.
All of the above.
Do we know anything specific?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So being part of the guild, you do know your history. So you know the following information. That it was built centuries ago by an adventurer named Darius after he developed, got himself a lot of gems. You do know that about 200 years ago, some kind of sorcerer's machine brought about his fall and opened some kind of portal to another realm. Since then, it has been occupied by various groups, some of which have tried to use this portal, some of which just tried to destroy it. It even sparked about at least 2 wars. And for the last 100 years, it has basically been shrouded in mist and left to ruins. No one ever stays there, even though it's on the caravan route. People who run the caravans pretty much say avoid that at all costs. However, you guys are curious archaeologists, and you know that there's a lot of significance in that place, a lot of hidden history. You don't know if this portal ever really existed or not. You don't know if it's still there. You don't know what exactly happened during the various wars. So much information has fallen away. It's just now just a very curious place, and you know that you also know that there's even some people in Baldur's Gate willing to pay money for knowledge about this place. So that might be able to be used to your advantage to convince people at the caravan to ignore the wages for a few days and come, explore this castle with you. Hi.
I could take this one. I think I got it.
All right.
Come up.
So basically, if she can just kind of like see the castle in the distance as we roll up, I can take it from there.
Yeah. Back to the party.
Really, you're not really. Hello.
Hello.
We're all dead.
We were scheming.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
So everybody is
Rocks
scheming.
fall.
Rocks fall, the party dies, yes. No, the party does not die. Rocks do not fall. Let's see what a 20
Rocks
brings
fall.
them, huh?
Wait, we're in a plains. How rocks fall?
From sky.
Yeah, there are giants in the clouds and they are dropping stones on us.
That's actually true, but not at this juncture. It's just that one of the things that people are afraid of at the moment. Of giants doing just that. I mean, they did wipe out the village of Nightstone not long ago.
Don't worry, I have an umbrella.
Alright, there's something I actually have to look up real quick, because I saw that the rule equals 2, and I'm like, what the hell is that? So, give me 1 second to look something up.
She's looking up whether or not an umbrella could protect you against falling stones.
It depends. Is it an enchanted umbrella, or is it a normal umbrella?
Oh my god. Enchanted
Find
umbrella.
enchanted.
What's the
And then-
enchantment?
Mary
It
Poppins
can change
Featherfall.
colors.
Wile E. Coyote enchantment.
It's a Wile E. Coyote enchantment, it will work. Unless you happen to be a coyote.
No, I wish I had an umbrella just for that moment. I need to purchase an umbrella and enchant it with flight.
Oh, you want to be Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
Oh, Mary Poppins, yo!
Yeah. So you would be the son of Mary Poppins and Indiana Jones.
I'm Mary Poppins, and I'm gonna rain death upon you. Fireball!
Fireball. I need to see that in the movie.
Oh, I see.
Firestorm. This is a carpet of fire.
If you wanted to make Mary Poppins, would she be a druid? Because you can talk to animals, right? Or am I mistaken in that? It's been a long time.
I think that she's some kind of wizard, or it really depends on where you put her in D&D. That's a good question. question.
She's probably a sorcerer. Seems more innate.
Yeah, sorcerer should be it. In like the Harry Potter world, she'd be considered a witch if it was because she basically had the same sort of thing that the one guy has in the Wizarding world. Newt has. If she was in science fiction, on the other hand, she'd be a Time Lord. But okay, so while you were wandering around in the next day, like the three from the Archaeologist Guild whispering to each other about something. Roll me a perception check, everybody.
I can do that poorly.
I'll perceive.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh shit! I rolled to myself.
Oh, whoops.
I got a 13.
Hmm.
Unless you want me to reroll.
I mean, 13 is lower than 3 people in the party, so it's probably not gonna matter too much.
Yeah. Obviously, it's like that.
Anything that exists in a chat log.
One of you saw something, and it's been whispered about it.
What the? What? Random points up. There's a horse or something.
I look.
There's a flash and then a horse.
The horse seems to have large, feathery wings. You can just kind of make it out as it flies overhead.
Do we see it as well, or is she the only one who sees it?
She's putting it out to the rest of you.
She flips through her book and tries to find the creature.
I'll pull out my logbook and start writing it as I'm observing it.
Also,
Start
trying to see-
sketching. All three of us are just like freaking out and just like drawing and.
Rihanna, you draw it down. I'll get the.
Make sure you get the wings. Get the wings right.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Can I see if someone is riding it?
You're too far away to see that, but you can roll an Arcana check or a Nature check to decipher what this is.
I'll do Arcana. Would my researcher background feat help in that?
Yes. Alright. You gaze at it, and you know that it can only be a magnificent Pegasus. Normally, found in abundance on various celestial planes, but here in the material plane, it's such an oddity.
Oh, that's a Pegasus.
And Rhiannon, no, not yet.
Pegasus, yes.
You know that'll be the next day to do that.
Can I whistle at it with thaumaturgy and make my whistle like 3 times louder than normal?
Yes, you may.
All right. I whistle at the Pegasus to see if it will come down.
You seem to have captured its attention because it looks its head around and looks down towards you.
Actually, can I grab my holy symbol and may I channel divinity to try to coax it over to us using animal handling?
Yes, roll up. Well, yeah, I guess animal handling will work too.
Okay, so that
Sorry,
means
Leah, I did not mean to disturb you.
I will add 2 to whatever I roll. So 19.
All right. So the majestic Pegasus just kind of like circles downward towards you, and eventually it kind of like lands nearby with the various kobolds in the nearby caravan that you're kind of defending, gaping at you. They kind of like look over at the tiny halfling woman in awe. Pegasus kind of makes the Pegasus kind of makes a bit of a whinnying, snorting noise at you.
Wow.
She will slowly approach, head a little down, just to kind of show like submissiveness, and just slowly walk closer to it.
Sounds like you're treating it like a hippogriff.
I know I am. No judgment.
The Pegasus actually looks over at John as he speaks, and kind of tilts its head upwards as if to acknowledge what he just said.
Rhiannon would know that John also spoke Celestial, so she will as well speak in Celestial.
And funnily enough, so would Sunday.
Yay, Bookworm Club!
Wait,
So we go from having a party of bards and rogues and the other thing doing heists to a party of bookworms doing our conversation.
Fuck you
This
guys!
is awesome. This is awesome. No, but okay. So what are you going to say to the Pegasus and Celestial?
Where did you come from?
Well, actually, I meant Rhiannon, who was saying something first, and you're saying something second.
All right.
Oh, pretty much. Greetings. Where did you come from? Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
The Pegasus snorts and stomps a hoof. Evidently, while it seems to be able to understand you, it can't speak back in the same language.
Can she pull like a chunk of her ration and hold it out to try to feed it?
What is your ration made out of?
So this ration would be made of, I would imagine, some sort of like I guess it would be like crackers and some sort of jerky and nuts.
The Pegasus looks at its disdained face. Evidently, it does not like what the ration is made out of. Kind of snorts at it and kind of stomps its hoof and kind of shakes its head.
I got dried fruit.
I kind of motion for John to come up.
Basically like banana chips.
Together we can make trail mix.
Yes.
It kind of leans over towards John and sniffs at him briefly.
Just smiles.
Checking something on you, John. This thing is loading slow today. What's his name? Kind of snorts, takes the offered treat, and jumps back up into the air and begins to fly away again.
That was neat.
Wow. Huh, you don't see that every day.
Well, the bookworms are all have a +1 to Arcana checks for the next day.
Woo!
And everybody in the party gains 50 experience points for this encounter. Even as the Pegasus flies away from you.
I take out my crossbow. No. No.
I couldn't tell which one it was.
Hey, Grizz.
Yeah?
Did you mean 15 or 50?
50, sorry.
Go.
5 and 0.
Go.
So it's another day, another, 4 gold. The caravan starts off again. You guys have now been assigned to the supplies train, along with the bugbears that messed with William, and those lizard folk that have been hunting with the same.
I look angrily at the bugbears.
They one of them pokes the other one and kind of gestures towards William, and they both snicker.
Something the matter?
No, I'm fine.
So who's next?
Up to top again. So,
All right.
Fluffy.
Roll 1d100. 95.
That bodes well.
Alright, 95. Let's see what the 95 is. Doesn't look like there's anything going on with that today. It's kind of quiet. Although you do notice the mist parting off towards the east, and you can see in the distance what looks like the remains of a castle.
Rhiannon's kind of in the back, flipping through a book, and she looks up and sees that, and then immediately starts freaking out. John!
Yes.
Sunday! Look!
What?
And don't you remember reading about that the other day? Like we were in the library, and we were reading about that legend with Dragonspear Castle and the mist, and oh my God, I think we found that. I think yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You mean the one with the many gems and treasures?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Guys, I know we're on this caravan, and it's all right pay, and but there could be these awesome things over there, and we could there could be books, and there could be like gold, lots of gold for you. We should totally go and check it out. Like there is built so many years ago, centuries.
2 centuries ago, I think.
You sure? We could come back to this. You could come back to this if you want.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna disappear.
there was this really, really famous adventurer. What was his name, John? Was it started with a D. What was it?
It was Darius.
Darius.
Darius. Yes,
Yes.
Sunday.
it?
Yes, good, excellent. Yes, and he was a famous adventurer, and he was very rich with gems, and ended up building this castle. And there's a legendary portal inside of it that's caused all sorts of. Many people have sought over it. I think we need to go.
I don't think we do, to be honest. If it's not something causing problems around here, there's no need to go there.
But
We would get paid more.
please.
You think I mean this for the money? Really?
So you're in this for walking around rich people who sit in cars all day.
I'm in this for doing the right thing.
Well,
And the right thing would be discovering all the unknown things that are in that castle.
think of all the things we could add to
There's
the museum.
one possibility. If that
Yeah.
portal's still active, it could
You
be causing
hear,
trouble.
as you're talking about that, you hear this booming voice well above your head saying, "Oh, I could be interested in that," and kind of like another one pokes the other. Sorry, you hear another one saying, "Yeah, definitely." And as you look up, you can see that it's the bugbears that have come over to listening in on your conversation.
Oh, yes, excellent. This is perfect.
Yeah. Would you guys be interested in going along with us?
Yeah, there's extra treasure involved, though it's far away from the seas. Yeah, we could definitely go for that. It also seems that you've attracted the attention of the two lizard folk as well.
Just think, Adler, if the portal's still active, that could potentially cause issues because if things are coming out of it, that would be bad. So it'd be nice to check that out.
Or what if some bad person finds it first and takes all the gold and does bad things with it?
That is also a valid concern,
Go.
especially if there's a powerful item there. Then they use that powerful item. That would be bad.
Hey, this was supposed to be my last caravan trip.
He was one day from retirement.
And then these fucking bookworms had to bring him along.
Team bookworms.
Don't you want to end it on a high note?
Not really.
Are you really gonna let us,
We
all
might
three
as
of us, go
well.
alone? Yay! I hug him.
I just try to gently push you away.
I hold.
Like, okay, enough.
I pull away.
I walk over and whisper to Adler, I'm happy you coming along because I don't trust the bugbears.
Trust you either, but hey.
I'm a drunkard, what am I gonna do? You haven't seen me fight at all.
Technically, yeah.
Technically,
You've seen a lot of
how
us fight.
How the fuck did this guy get to work?
I think the only one he's seen fight has been Rhiannon and Sunday.
Yeah, I killed a snake.
Yeah, that was just a snake. Yeah, it's more like, are you gonna let 3 bookworms go into a castle by themselves?
A ruined
By
castle.
themselves, they would have the bugbears and the lizardmen.
Do you trust bugbears with 3 bookworms?
This bodes well.
I guess not.
Hey, look, seems like a little bit of racism right there.
Hey, if I was a bugbear, I would be like, oh, I'll go with you. Hey, look, treasure! Crush the bookworm.
Especially considering the bookworm talking is a halfling. Bugbear could just step on him and like nothing.
Yep.
Look, it's your duty to protect the little folk. Literally. Literally.
Roll me the poke.
Well, I already said I was gonna come along.
Hooray.
Let us go. He just starts walking.
I'll stay behind the bugbears and keep an eye on them. Next time, the caravan got attacked and everyone got murdered.
And it's all your fault.
Yeah,
Yay.
you know,
How far are they from their end destination?
pretty far.
Maybe
About-
we
they're
can do
down
this
there.
and then run real fast and catch up to them later.
Shouldn't take us too long. To clear
Yeah, I
out the
mean,
castle.
all they have to do is travel through the troll claws, the troll called Four, the fields of the dead. I mean, it's an easy trip.
It'll be fine.
Adler, you might want to. You've had time to heal up. Don't forget about that.
The places
Yeah.
sound lovely, to be honest.
You're free. Feel free to arrange your tokens anywhere you wish. Just like keep to an early set so I can put stuff down in front of you.
Guess I'm in front. The only non-squishy target here.
Hey, don't
Don't worry, the
insult me.
bugbears are joining you.
John will be right behind you.
The bugbears don't bother to introduce themselves. The two lizard folk do. One of them, the one that looks like a fighter type, introduces himself as Nolan. The other one that looks like they're a magic user of some kind introduces herself as Raja, and mentioned that they are brother and sister. So William is trailing behind everybody else. Okay.
Look, I'm holding up the rear. Who knows what can come bite us in the ass?
Well, what if it's you?
Yeah, I'm also in the best position if we find something that could kill us to run away.
What if something that can kill us is sneaks up behind you?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm in the middle.
Yeah, see, that's the sort of thing that would eat William. Of course, a time delayed trap might kill John.
That's if I don't avoid it.
That is true.
I'm also drunk, so I should be in the last place. No one is gonna wait for the drunk guy.
Drunken master.
I would say John was in the front, but I think Adler can outpace John.
So you end up not getting paid for that day as you make your way up, through the mists, through a bit of a debunked road to finally stand in front of the mist-shrouded castle of Dragonspear. It's an old and looks like crumbly ruin. And the mist looks like not even the best of sunlight would ever drive it away.
Wow.
Even the trees nearby all look dead. Their branches just kind of sticking out like arms.
It's a fixer-upper.
As you approach on the road, roll me a perception check, guys.
Perception. There's a running.
Sunday, you know that this place was built by, well, I'm thinking that's a human. It doesn't actually say, it gives me a name, it doesn't actually tell me the race. But you can tell this was definitely here as a castle built by a rich guy who, like pretty much just wanted to protect himself and his wealth and show off. At least that's what you can tell from the outside of it. If you delve deeper inside, especially if you've read the certain rumors about it, there might be more involved. But its original purpose was as a very fancy, very well defended house for somebody rich. All right. Sunday. As you continue on the road towards the Mistrided Castle, you come across another set of ruins, but these are pretty much just down to the vague outline of an interior. No actual walls remain. Looks like they're mostly busted in at some point. Of a temple. It looks like at one point it was very well fortified, but evidently it did not last. It looks like it was placed here. The said temple that used to be here was here to either protect the castle or to protect the road from whatever was in the castle, given your knowledge of the area. Also given your knowledge, you believe that this was once a temple to Tempest.
You said Tempest?
Tempest, yes. The bugbears are kind of like gazing around. Each of them holding like their clubs, maces, whatever those huge things are. It's like a morning star in their hands. And we could always go in first and leave you squishy folks behind.
Can I deduce? Am I reading to know anything more about Tempest?
Give me a moment. I know absolutely nothing about Tempest. Yay!
Hurrah!
I mean, I can pull out my book and read it myself.
Yes, you do that.
Okay. Okay, I will do that just to save time. No meta. Okay. Can I relay to the party?
Of course.
Okay. Tempest is the god of war, and his symbol was an upright flaming sword.
I see pieces of said symbol just kind of like embedded in the ground.
Neutral deity. So.
Well, do you want to go to the front door then?
William.
Yeah.
All right, as you guys are heading towards the door, you hear a noise coming out of the mist, kind of behind you.
I'll look at where it's coming from. I'll keep on walking, but I'll keep an eye out for what's behind me. I guess. I mean, as long as it's not doing anything, it's not really of that much of an importance at the moment, I think. So I'll keep looking at it.
Oh.
I'm like, hey guys, visit us when I see them.
Oh, goody. Friends.
See, we let them away from the caravan.
See, if these things were getting away, it would be bad.
Why my mouse sensitivity has gotten so weird lately?
Luckily, we have 2 bugbears. They'll kill them all.
Yes, and I have to manually roll for the bugbears too. There's the information on the bugbears.
That moment when they roll a natural one and have a negative one. I love those moments.
Yeah.
Zombies.
But ghouls are fast.
Yeah.
We'll see how much we get fucked up.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, you're in the middle where it's safe. I should be fine as well. I have some tricks not to get hit.
Oh, almost forgot about the. Almost forgot about my lovely NPCs here. 1 moment.
I mean, we should be able just to kill them quickly with this many people.
Plus, I threw out a whole bunch of enemies at you. Figured there's enough people here.
Yeah.
Bugbears. I bet the bugbears die in the first round.
I'll take that bet.
I'm finally catching up on last season's Supernatural, and there's this one guy in an episode, at the heist episode, where the guy that they were trying to steal something from was immortal, and he had this room full of traps, but they managed to knock him out and tie him up and put him on a wheelie chair. So they kind of look at the traps where it's like, I don't understand the combination of these floor panels. I'm just gonna roll this guy along on the chair, let him get hit by everything since he's immortal anyway. And all I can think of is that's what you save the bugbears for. Like, they're gonna find traps for you guys. For him, the GM, I shouldn't be talking like that. I just think that I don't like these bugbears. They would well that
William
way.
was probably thinking like that.
I mean, Rick really likes traps, right?
What?
Do you like traps from
No,
last season?
traps. I've had enough of traps already.
You're fine.
Do we have any rogues in this party at this time?
I
No.
don't know what
Oh.
Sunday is. Sunday's a fighter, so no.
I'm the most roguey person here, I think.
So, Rhiannon, you get to go first.
Okay. I'm gonna step up, and she's going to grasp her
Sorry.
holy symbol and start speaking in Celestial, and then she's going to turn undead.
Yay. Zombie. He fails wisdom check. Zombie survived! Cool. Cool. Makes it through. Makes it through. One got turned. Adler.
Okay, well, kinda, sir. Get right here. And slash at the ghoul in front of me. And as a bonus action, I'm going to do Shield of Faith on me.
Ooh. Local currencies.
Easily brushes past everybody, heads over to the ghoul, brandishes his morning star. And completely misses. He looks kind of surprised at that. The ghouls, though, attack him. That one misses. Goes to the bugbear. But that one hits. That's a yelp of pain. And wrong thing. Survives that. Next ghoul comes in. Goes for the same attack. 5 damage. And another Constitution saving throw. Which he promptly fails. Like, you just basically just look on his face, and like his eyes just kind of freezes in place.
Well,
Just look in his eyes. It's basically utter shock at somebody's immune system freezing up like that. Sunday. What are you doing Sunday?
Oh, sorry, I've been muted.
Ah, okay.
Moved out and attacked with my whip.
Which one are you attacking?
The purple one.
Okay.
And
it's a whip. I don't think you can turn a corner.
Right, so if I stand here...
You need to stand there.
Yeah. So if I stand there, attack him, and then I'll also use a superiority die to try to trip him.
DC.
So that's a D8. You add a superiority die.
Yeah,
a damage roll. Yeah, you no matter what I roll, you're still standing.
Yeah. So now we come to William.
I will move over here and do Burning Hands.
Ooh. That one
Correction.
kind of...
So it hits green, orange, and purple.
All 3 of them for 20?
Yeah, it's...
Wow.
I think I make a dex save throw, but yeah.
Is that damage? Oh yeah, that damage is right.
Dexterity saving throw. Hold on.
And that's half.
Oh, that's a zombie. Sorry. Wrong one. Okay, that one's still dead. Orange.
My DC is, I think, 13. Yeah, my DC is 13. I don't know why it doesn't give that.
Final one. Yep. Oh, that one's dead too. Wow. You got 2 with that attack. And seriously damaged the other one. So this one over here, pulls out her weapons. Let's see. No, she doesn't pull out a weapon. She kind of like moves her hands in the air and runs forward over here. Oh, why does this keep doing it? And casts Produce Flame on the zombie.
Is that a hit?
Yep. Zombies have little AC. John!
I will move probably right about here. And I'm gonna look at this standing one that's next to our bugbear friend and go, catch!
And now that one also just flattens the ground under the weight of the fire spell.
And
You
I'll move
get
5
the odor of cooking undead around the area. The bugbear still standing kind of last and goes charging after the zombie. And ends up missing. Zombie in turn slams at the bugbear and misses. Meanwhile, the armed lizard folk comes up to attack. Stop opening up on me when I open that thing, dude. So he's got a club and a shield on him. And he can smack it together with both for 13 damage. Meanwhile, this zombie just kind of like runs away. Rhiannon.
She'll go ahead and over here, and then she'll cast just Sacred Flame at Blue Zombie.
Okay. Adler.
Right. Let's see. Guess I'll make my way here. Stab at the zombie.
And the zombie is now dead as you swing your longsword around and decapitate it. The head spilling out onto the ground. The bugbear just kind of laughs at this. The other bugbear, unfortunately, is still paralyzed and can't do anything.
You can repeat a saving throw.
What is the saving throw on that again? Hold on.
It's like a DC 10 something.
Gone, probably.
Con save, yeah. Con save.
Yeah, DC 10 con, you're right.
Nope, he's still paralyzed. Sunday!
Right. I'll move. Well, no, I don't move anywhere. Take a side step maybe up here and take out my crossbow and fire at this one.
Right, you hit it for 4 damage. Is it continuing to try to run away? William!
I'm just gonna run up to it. I have 50 feet of movement, so I assume I can get there.
Yep.
And I will stab it. And then...
Yeah, that kills it.
Oh, that kills it. Alright.
Yep. The bugbear is just kind of like, laugh and cheer at all this. The lizard folk just kind of nod in appreciation. See how much XP. Oh, up.
Well, that was fun.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by undead amongst ruins.
No, not really.
And you have gained 90 experience points. Alright, and I will be right back because I need a bathroom break. 5 minutes, guys?
All right.
All right.
I will use this moment to get more water. And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Alright, back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I think the majority of us might be here.
Good. Okay, check on my sleep real quick. Alright. Good. What's wrong there? You have food? You have water? Alright, I'll pick you up. What is the last thing you want? We sit down together, everyone. We sit down together. Don't give me that dubious look. You ever had a cat give you a doubtful look? Welcome back.
Yeah, I think we're all back.
Everybody is back?
Yep.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Hold on a second, guys. Here, that's not a plaything. That is that is the wall. I know it's a bit of loose, whatever that is, but you can't chew on it. Here, if you want something to chew on this. Hey, look at this. Look at this. There's even a feather on it. I wanted to carry something off. You have some nice balls to play with. Like this one over here. Okay, you can carry that one off. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. There's a little section of wall that I did not notice when I moved in that has slightly peeling paint, and my cat has decided this is a plaything.
Oh, that's not good.
I already caught her tearing off one of the over sections of paint that was apparently put on there at some point and carry it off. So she might eat it, and I don't want her to eat it because I don't know what it's made out of. Well, that and paint in general is not good for cats. So, I'm trying to encourage her with other toys. Let's come in here and sit on my lap, Lara. And now the bugbears just kind of like, get up from what they were doing, brushing themselves off. The two lizard folk seem to be, investigating, examining the various bodies of the undead. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Grabbing my crossbow bolt.
In the ruins, can I just that little area right there, can I just go inside and just check it out and make sure, look on the ground, see if there's any, little baubles, broken pottery, anything on the walls?
So the walls of the ancient temple, fortified temple, are kind of gone. They're pretty much just got the outline left to pretty much something you could just, a halfling can't step over it, but a human could step over it. But the halflings would still have to climb over it a bit. But you can't really make out anything of interest on what's left of these walls, and there's pretty much a cracked symbol of Tempest on the ground that probably was hanging on the outside of the place at one point, on the doorway to announce that this is a temple to Tempest, that sort of thing. But it's half gone, half the rest of it's kind of mostly buried.
Just for funsies, she'll bend down and put her hand over the symbol of Tempest and just do a cantrip mending and just fix it.
Alright. So the section of it that you were already in front of would take both of your hands to cover. By the time it's done, it would require 2 human hands or greater to cover. It's it's in various pieces of rubble around you just kind of mend together. Doing now a fairly pristine symbol of Tempest.
I'll sketch it in my book.
William and Sunday, what are you guys doing conferring over there?
Looking down on a dead zombie.
Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna go back to the group. I'm gonna look at the bugbears in a slightly like, you see what I can do, watch out kind of way.
They still kind of like look down at you and snicker slightly.
Do I see any graves in the area?
No, you don't, but roll me an investigation check. No, you're not seeing anything of real interest around. Anyone else?
John is probably just looking toward the door with even more excitement than before.
Would I have any inclination to where the cellar might be?
Well, the ruins of the temple don't seem to have a cellar.
All right.
Up ahead at the castle, there probably is one.
I'll stay with the group for now.
So, you guys are just approaching the castle. You might want to put yourselves back into marching order.
Rhiannon will ask the lizard folk, please, to move to the outside.
And the lizard folk guy just kind of nods in agreement.
Keep the squishies in the middle.
To keep them from getting hurt. Alright, so you guys kind of march along. It seems to be getting much darker than you might expect. I mean, it was still like, late afternoon by the time you came up here, but it's the darkness settling in as if it's, night, and that was still hours away, at least by all of your internal clocks. The ground under your feet starts squishing as you leave the paved road towards the entrance of the castle. There's still bits of the ancient portcullis, but it seems like it's no longer really in place. It's like, you can see the wall that kind of like looms there, but the portcullis itself is like, there's a couple of spikes still up in the air, but then the rest of them are like kind of like laying in the mud at your feet.
Would we like a little bit more light, or do we want to stay a little more under the radar?
I mean, everybody's.
I can't see in the dark.
I can't see in the dark.
Who said that? I can't see you.
Oh yes, halflings don't have that trait, unlike dwarves and gnomes.
I mean, I can cast light, so I can make.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna cast light on my mace.
So the only one with dark vision is the elf. What we're
So
saying
not
here.
only am I out of the party only non-squishy, but also the only dark vision.
I am not squishy, mind you.
I'm not
like,
squishy either.
What appears to be 2 humans and 2 halflings in your party. But Three of them are scholars, and one of them is a drunk.
Carry us, please.
She'll cast light on her mice.
Hey, the drunk just took out 3 zombies. He did his job for today.
There's only 2 zombies there.
He's all free.
You see those 2 zombies, those 4 zombies over there? A drunk person would see 8. There's 2.
Oh,
So you're standing under the you're standing there looking at the portcullis in front of the gate that precedes the castle.
And it was broken down, right?
It's broken down. There's still a couple of spikes hanging up in the air, and the majority of it's down in the mud at your feet.
Yeah. What we're waiting for? Go in.
to be safe, I'm gonna just do blind sense real quick.
What's the distance? 600 feet? Alright. So, alright. The noxious odor kind of like fills your senses. There's definitely great evil in there, and there's some out in the courtyard preceding the castle.
Yo. Thank God I came this way then. Into this direction. Clearly. Also, be on guard.
Oh, never mind. You're running away.
All right. I
Really?
will look around and keep my guard up.
I'm looking up for my notes. What?
Never mind.
More things.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so you're gonna have to go single file to that gate. Line up.
I'll go directly behind Adler.
We just said.
And I'll go directly behind her.
I'll be way in the back because I can run past you guys if I get the chance because I'm fast enough
I'm
to get to
faster
the
than
front
you.
line.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's that line down here.
I'm double as fast as John.
Oh yeah.
From the bottom.
This thing. What
Everyone's
is this
faster than John.
opening? Stupid thing. Alright. So, everybody rolls...
Nope.
Everybody rolls a 1d100.
Oh no. Hey, I didn't roll the lowest, still the highest. I'm happy.
Oh,
Wait, what?
boy.
No. That can't be right. I think I
Oh,
misspelled it. I put another space in. I just wrote 1.
Yeah, you did. You literally just wrote 1. You didn't even roll a dice.
I didn't roll.
Actually,
Like-
yeah, that's true. That is true. You
You
didn't...
actually roll and you get a 1 in.
I didn't roll. I
If
just
you
wrote
roll and
1.
get a 1 anyways, I'm gonna laugh. So
That is true. You did roll a 1.
I still wanted that to be a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted it to be 1 too. I was like looking at it going, ooh.
Wow, the castle breaks down and a terrace takes place.
No terrace. No, a terrace is going to do to the party just like what the Deck of Money things did, which is break apart every game or party group that ever possessed it.
So in my Tomb of Annihilation group that I run, my home game, I rolled for random loot last night. Guess
Oh
what
no.
I found?
Deck of many things.
Oh god. What level are they at?
Like 5.
Oh, of course.
What's the same level
I
you
had
guys
them
were at?
roll a random number for the chart for the dice for the loot table. And they picked that one, and then they rolled it and got an 81. I was like, fuck.
Alright, give me 1 second. I am trying to find the right page in my book for something. And apparently it's not one of the ones marked. I thought it was one of the ones marked because that would make more sense to me, but evidently it is not. I can't remember why I marked certain pages. Could also be that I always look it up in the back. Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. 1 second, guys. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be nice to William. Alright, so the first bugbear gets just tromps its way through the door with no problem. Second bugbear goes to move, and at that moment, one of the spikes falls out of the gate and just falls right through the bugbear, immediately piercing its brain and killing it. The other bugbear turns around and kind of like calls out a guttural name, like just falls to the ground at its companion's feet and just kind of like wails immediately. Some of the bugbear's blood splatters onto Adler.
Wow. Jesus.
What happened?
Wait,
I
let me
can't
look
see.
Sorry, what
Ask
happened
the
behind there?
human.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Nothing happened. Don't worry about it.
Why did I hear a slush and a thud?
Why do I hear a person wailing?
Yeah.
That's because the bugbear in front of me is wailing.
It's fine.
You kind of random peeps over your shoulder. Where'd he go?
There? I point down. That's
You see a bugbear with one of the spikes from the damaged portcullis through its head, laying on the ground.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's
We're
unlucky.
just gonna have to walk around it if we could.
Hey, come on, he's a person. Have some respect.
Hoping nothing falls down on me this.
Before you before you walk off, she's just gonna put her hand on your shoulder and just say, "Be careful."
I'm just gonna put my shield
Guidance.
up. With my
In the
shield
room.
up.
Oh, that's where they are. Duh.
Lord.
My bad. I thought I had something in particular on a shelf, and apparently it's still over in the corner. So I'd set up. I know none of you guys can see my screen unless you're logged into my Twitch thing, which you shouldn't be because you would see too much. But yeah, my office has I have my laminate floors here, and I have several rows of bookcases along with various notebooks, D&D books, all sorts of stuff, including graphing paper books. And unfortunately, at least they were supposed to be over there. Unfortunately, I left them across the room, so I can't just push my chair out away from my desk and get them. I have it set up that way on purpose, so that if I need a graphing paper book all of a sudden, I have access to one.
Hooray. Access.
So, you've now arrived at Dragonspear Castle. And you already lost one of your party members. Thankfully, it was just an NPC. And it was a not very liked NPC either.
I think he's
Bugbear
sleeping.
is not very happy.
No. I'd imagine not.
All right. So you see out in front of you the courtyard with various plants. Most of them look kind of dead, or like they look like they might be sleeping, as one might say, like dormant, sprinkled around the courtyard. And Adler, your divine sense has been kind of going off because of these things. They don't look like normal, plants. You being an elf would be very highly aware of things in a foresty setting, and these don't look right.
All right, everyone. One tip: stay away from the flowers and plants. That is all.
Even if I want to take a sample?
No samples.
Okay.
Even if you find a new species?
Unless if you just want to die.
No, I don't want to do that.
No, rather not.
Yes, and at this point, Adler realizes more than ever he is shepherding a group of people who have no common sense and will actively wander into danger just so that they can get more knowledge.
At this moment, Adler knew he screwed up.
Yep, you did.
You've done fucked up, boy.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Everything.
So could we get this line going?
To the castle.
I'll step around the dead body.
Okay, so you get through all of that, all of your enemies and all the little problems here, the dead body, go in and you see pretty much just the large main door to the castle. Who would like to be a navigation?
Navigator stools, that would probably be him.
Wait, is it a character thing or is it a player thing?
It can be. It's a player thing. Who wants to do rolls for me? Well, because I can't reach my keyboard right now.
Is this a fate check thing?
Yes, but I'll give you specific numbers to roll instead of rolling 1d100. So the first thing. Okay, so roll me a 1d20.
Ooh. Local currencies.
In front of you is a heavy wooden door. It looks very old, very ragged, but at the same time, it seems, stiff and like it can still hold off a lot of stuff.
I knock.
Bang, bang, bang. Doesn't seem to get any response.
Why
As
the
I
hell did
suspected.
you knock?
What if someone had moved in? You never know.
I think it's
What
abandoned.
if something moved in?
Well, then they would have answered the door.
Moved in.
Clearly, there's nobody inside.
Exactly.
Well, if it was the zombies, they would have reacted to the noise, and we would be hearing. And we wouldn't know what to expect.
There's nothing.
So by my thinking, it is safe, and I go to open the door.
Oh.
By my thinking, it's safe.
I should really just forbid from doing anything other than.
Don't touch anything.
Yes, pretty much what I should.
All right, Navigator, roll me a 1d20. All right. You find yourself looking at a large entryway chamber with two doors. They are located. Roll me 2d20.
Okay. Wait. Yeah.
They are located left of to the left and to opposite. So you basically have one going off off left, and one going the opposite on the opposite wall from you.
Right.
No, left.
Yes, left.
So we're going through the left door.
Well. Yes, we go for left.
Right.
As we stand in the entryway, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Detect Magic and just try to concentrate as we're moving through.
Roll 1d100. Oh, I like that Sunday. I like that a lot. Okay. So roll me a navigator roll a 1d20.
1d30.
I'll definitely have this system set up a little bit better for next time. So I'll be able to do the rules here instead of elsewhere, just that I have things missing somewhere. Alright, so standing in front of you is another wooden door, and this one is locked.
If only I mastered that one spell.
So we went into the door to the left and found another door.
Yeah, to the left of you is another door.
Right.
But it appears to be locked or barred from the other side. There's a small keyhole.
Does it look like it might be trapped in any way?
Roll investigation check.
You know what? I'm going to use a luck point. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you
Better.
don't notice anything of interest.
Okay.
See anything
Perfectly
through the
safe.
keyhole?
Nope. I didn't look. I looked through the keyhole.
It's very dark beyond. Too dark to see anything. Not with your little, well, especially since you're trying to stand on tiptoes to look through the keyhole.
Yeah, let me have a look through the keyhole.
It's dark. Be careful.
I
Alright,
see through dark.
roll a 1d20.
Me or him?
Whoever's navigating.
Oh, well.
You
okay.
see a passage, 20 feet straight ahead.
Huh. Okay, well. Any of you good at getting through locked doors?
Maybe once I master this one spell, but that might take a while.
Okay, else? Alright, okay. I guess
I
we're
turned
just
to
gonna try and bash the door open then.
Yeah, I turned to the bugbear. Can you open a door?
The bugbear kind of sneers and, takes out, let's see. He has an order in case anything happens. Bugbear kind of takes out his Morning Star. Stop moving around, stupid tokens.
Sorry.
No, not you guys. I'm talking about the game in general. Alright, so the bugbear kind of takes out his Morning Star and just kind of wails away at the door. After about a minute and making a huge racket, the door kind of crashes open, revealing the 20-foot corridor that Adler saw.
Thank you, Bugbear.
It's a good thing this place is empty.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody roll a perception check.
Oh,
I'm good at those. Plus
me
2.
too. Plus.
Oh, that's persuasion. That's not perception. Same thing.
I persuaded Arthur.
As you're peering through the dark corridor, you hear whispers in the darkness, but they appear to be coming from the path that was directly across from the front entrance.
Also, not the door we're at, but the other door.
Yeah, where we came in.
We have whispers that way.
We should go look.
Do you trust the drunk person?
Do you guys have any self-preservation
I haven't died yet.
at all?
Exactly.
I'm
Besides,
surprised, to be
Could
honest.
be other researchers. We could compare notes.
Oh no, please don't. I don't think I can handle any more researchers.
Well, you grew up with the 1 or 2 or 3, however many.
2. So I
So
can
do we
only
go-
really handle 2 research.
Are we gonna go check out the whispers?
God damn it, this thing changed on me.
Might as well.
To the whispers.
Just be cautious, please.
I'm always cautious. As I just blindly walk toward the whispers.
Alright, roll a 1d20.
Who?
I want to do what?
1d20. Whoever's navigating.
Yep.
Navigator. Decide.
Yes. Lucky's number 7.
You see another wooden door.
Is there whispers behind it?
You hear whispering coming from that direction, yes.
And where is that door?
It's
Like,
across from the
pink?
front door. Hold on one second.
So it'd be. So if this is the left side, then it should be over here somewhere, right?
That's the front.
So they're over here.
The nice wooden door. Somebody roll me a 1d20.
I trust you. You have not killed me yet.
Yes. One more.
Another 20-foot passage as you open this door, because it opens right away.
See? No one.
Perfect.
But it is very dark. And whoever is doing detect magic, you kind of like feel the presence. Adler, you feel the presence of undead and possibly something even more evil.
I step in.
What down that hallway?
Isn't Rhiannon have a light spell going?
I do.
Yeah.
On my mace.
Yeah, I do as well. On my ship.
Alright, I can see.
Me too.
Let's see here.
Look at that.
I would probably be right behind Adler.
Roll me a 1d17.
Specific. Like it.
Oh,
10.
You
10
spot
death
a-
time.
You see a door. Roll a 1d20.
build a mansion.
Secretly, this is a magic mansion where every time you open the door, another one appears.
Every room is actually a mimic.
We're inside a giant fucking.
Don't tempt me on that one. I might actually do it someday. No, what it is that there's a random mapping ability in the back of the DM's guide. I just decided I wanted to play. I've been dying to play around with it. Unfortunately, I did not set up my dice thing yet. My dice are still kind of missing it. Part of that's because my desk broke, and so I don't have everything I really want on it. So I'm just trying to make do with what I got. So in front of you is another locked wooden door. It's the left of the door you would originally come through.
Is there whispers coming from that side?
The whispers seem to have cut off at this point, but something in this place knows you're here.
Well, maybe to open the door for us. Should we knock?
No,
I knock.
no more knocking.
I knock and look back at the
tourists.
I'm looking back at the Admiral. I'm like, like I was already doing it.
This is like trying to control kids. God.
Sorry.
Well, they already know we're here, so it doesn't matter.
Now we wait
Right.
for him to open the door for us.
Exactly.
No, we just
What?
break through it. Thank you. This will be a whole lot quicker.
It could be
Bugbear,
worse.
your job. You're good at this.
The spell that I would have had would let everyone know within 300 feet.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
What?
It's a loud knocking sound.
Ah.
I don't have it yet. I haven't quite figured it out. Next spell and take a knock. Or one of the next spells.
Oh, I know how you
Right.
can do
Only
it.
halflings can get in that room.
Halfling only room. Oh.
Oh.
The bugbear comes over, breaks open that door. It takes about another minute. And you're treated to another site of yet another quarter. This one is somewhat smaller, than the other one. Meanwhile, the two lizard folk kind of looking around, and kind of one of them whistles and says, "There seems to be some kind of secret door over here," and kind of pokes at the wall where they're standing.
Thank God we have someone who can do something other than
I can cast magic.
Other than
Silence.
Am I getting hits on my detect magic that I've had going?
No.
Do they point out where this door is?
Yeah, that's. Do you see the next little line?
There.
Alright, well, would these know how to open it, possibly?
Guys,
The-
check
the,
to see if there's anything open it.
The one lizard folk kind of like stands there for a moment, just starts checking over the door, and after a moment you hear a click, and the door kind of like pivots a bit, revealing a chamber. This particular chamber is shaped like an octagon. Octagon 40 by 40. Got it. Ooh, that's a large chamber. Ah! I can't think when those flashy things are going everywhere.
Right, she's...
Ah! Right? Stupid. I'm not sure if it's my mouse or if there's interruptions in the software or what, but it keeps making weird things. That doesn't quite look right, but that's pretty much what you're seeing now. Octagonal chamber. Let's see. This chamber used to contain. One page covering it. One page covering it. Yeah, 1 second. I'll let you know what this chamber has in it. There we go. Roll me a 1d20, please.
Yes!
Good navigator.
Wow. It's a really good looking room, and it appears to be a workshop. You see all sorts of tools, rusty and broken, of course, but looking around, you see that at one point they were used to make weapons, armor, and possibly mechanical devices of some kind.
I step in.
There's even a couple of moldy old books laying on one of the.
Any
Hello.
I step in and start
Excuse me.
just
Pardon me.
just picking up tools and taking notes.
Don't hurt yourself now.
Ow!
Like
I
a
cut
couple of
myself on a
balls,
rusty
you.
knife.
Am I getting any hits inside the room?
No, this room looks like it was made to be mundane.
I'm gonna go check out the books then, wherever they are.
I'm with her on that one.
I'm gonna investigate and see if I find anything of interest.
We got books.
Well, tools, the things in the area. Nope.
Nope, nothing beyond what I've already described.
Is there anything of interest in the book?
They look very old and moldy. Please roll an investigation check.
I will also be joining you on this one.
This is like dealing with my brothers.
Who are your brothers?
They sound like fun
book nerds.
people. Cool.
Much like
Should bring them along next time.
I don't know where they are actually. I know one went somewhere past Waterdeep somewhere, and another one is God, who knows where he went.
But they're also researchers.
Yes, they are. They're very much not archaeologists, but researchers nonetheless.
Well, then whatever they're doing, they're probably doing something important.
The navigator, can please roll me a 1d20?
What if I say no?
The opposition will be revoked.
No.
One doing something evil, and the other probably something important.
It appears as this is, by the way, there's no visible doors anywhere in this chamber. It's just rows upon rows of building equipment. So it's all stuck behind a secret door.
That's not odd.
That's not hard, no.
Keeps things safe.
I write down hidden workshop.
He's done searching the workshop now. Move on.
I look at John.
I'm good. This book, and he kind of pulls up one book, doesn't really have much.
Yeah,
falling
it's
apart.
like crumbling in your hands. There appears to be a mushroom growing out of it.
I'm just holding out one of the tools. Yeah, this is a typical human-made tool.
Oh,
Nothing special.
rusty. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose we can move on.
To the next hallway.
The lizards
Sorry
are both
about
like
that.
looking around in there.
Whispers.
The female, the spellcaster, kind of looks at it and says, "This place seems very foul to me."
It's all the knowledge.
Looks like the knowledge is born dead.
Just never dies. Only the people who have it.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end, by the way, guys.
Alright.
Speaking of which, are we good with doing close to 4 hours, or shall we start a half an hour early from now on? So that we can get like a full 4 hours of gameplay, given that we've got like, a tail, sometimes we take a little time to get in, or it's like, 2 o'clock, just we'll say the time we start at right now is so ideal for everybody that trying to move it for, up a half an hour would, screw with people's schedules.
It's good for me.
I just have a fantasy football draft starting in 30 minutes. So, I mean, it's good for me usually. It's just that they scheduled it the same day.
Oh, okay. So it's like not an everyday occurrence. It's just this week.
No.
Oh, okay.
I have to. Luckily, it's right down the street, so it starts at 5:30. But I still need to freshen up.
So no, we can just keep the 2 o'clock at the same start time as always. It's just that I guess it's just for this week. We can wrap it up about now, so we can get shuttle here on our way instead of having to worry about getting into another battle.
I can start early too. That's fine. If we want to start.
Or we can work it out, week to week. If we're all here at a certain time and don't have much to do in the beginning, we can always start 10 minutes early or something.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, go Team Bookworm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Adler and his three bookworms and a drunkard.
Let's say a bugbear and 2 lizard folk.
Yeah, they won't live past next episode.
Totally valid point.
I mean, it's not like we're gonna try to kill them. It's just that seems to be their luck, their NPCs.
Well, yeah, the bugbears are random NPC, but the 2 lizard folk do have history that you can learn.
Backstory.
Yeah.
When are we doing next session?
A week from today.
A week from today?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically it would be, instead of doing a bi-weekly game, it's now an every week game. But
Oh. Okay.
if you're okay with that.
I am, but I will have some conflicts because of my husband and I have a small design company and we're doing ReaperCon.
Okay.
I won't be here for September 2nd.
Yeah, if we want to, it's basically I'm going to design it with the idea that we can skip a week if we want to. If somebody's off and it's just one person, maybe we can skip a week and do don't have to play so much.
That's fine. Yeah, I can do if everybody's okay with me, because we're just starting our company out, so it's really important for me to be by his side. So if I could duck out every once in a while on a week. Yeah, I definitely won't be here on the 2nd for ReaperCon.
All right. So we'll play next weekend, but not the following weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody being flexible. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. I guess till next time, man.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.